Alright, guys, welcome here to the Freedom Revolution Network. I am an I on this unfortunate night. I'm your host, in Lanham, with one of your guys' favorite hosts and owner, Scarlet Anonymous. Guys, tonight I want to open this up with a word of prayer for the families, from what I just found from my mom, from the military personnel that weren't allowed to evacuate with their significant others tonight. Guys, this is a tough night for a lot of people. This is the worst hurricane by far that has ever made landfall on the U.S. with every hurricane we've dealt with so far. If you guys are living in the Texas area, you guys are living in the Louisiana area, and you guys don't know where you're going, if tonight's your last night here, me and Scarlett want to pray with you. And on the ticker, it says down below, don't panic. We'll be with you. We'll be here for you. We'll pray with you. But if we can just pray for a quick minute. Dear Heavenly Father, God, Lord, we come to you right now, Lord, in the most tragic times. Lord, there is families, children, brothers and sisters in our military down there, Lord, that has had the opportunity to leave, that has had other states, other churches, and other people in different states open up their doors to them, but have refused to leave. Lord, I just ask that right now they would come to know you, because, Lord, we know it just takes 2-3 words. God help me. Lord, I ask that you just cover them, that, Lord, you cover each state that's just about to get blasted by this hurricane. And, Lord, give me and Scarlett the strength to cover this, because this is the worst we've probably ever dealt with that has upgraded this quick in a single day. Lord, right now, we gotta give you all the glory through this, and even though it sucks, and even though it hurts, and even though it brings back bad memories for us, that you would be with us right now in this harsh time. Lord, I thank you in your holy name, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, that we all say.
All right, you guys. So we're here, okay, with Category 4 Hurricane Laura, who is coming right now. We are 10 miles away, less now, from the northern eye wall hitting the coast, okay, in Lake Charles, Louisiana. This is a serious and deadly catastrophic. Honestly, you might as well treat this storm like a Cat 5 at this point. You need to treat this storm like it's a Category 5. It's 150-mile-an-hour winds with sustained winds up to 184 miles an hour.
That's the wind gust on it.
That's what I just said, Dwayne. Let's not correct me right now, okay? Let's get through this.
I was explaining to them.
Right. Well, I just said wind gusts. This is serious. This storm is like nothing else we've ever dealt with in all the years that we've dispatched. This is a serious issue. Number two, hold on. You got to just let me go through with this, because this is very important, Dwayne. I have to be able to get this out. With this storm too, we've got some issues. We have not seen really too many live streams coming out of this area yet, which concerns me. That makes me think people don't think this is a big issue or going to be a big deal. That is a mistake at this point in time. We are going to see storm surge and wave heights that we have never seen before in this area. higher than Rita, higher than Harvey, you know, in all the same areas that were affected before, and even areas that were affected in the 2016 Louisiana flood. The reason how even Cajun Navy got founded, we're breaking barriers. You know, Dwayne and I just about a year ago were dispatching for Beaumont for Imelda. We also dispatched in Beaumont and Port Arthur for Harvey. Now Laura is coming to hit Beaumont, Port Arthur, Orange, Vidor, the whole area down there of Southeast Texas.
Again.
This is a big issue. It's a huge issue. These areas cannot withstand water coming in at all. You know, they get a large rain and they flood, let alone have storm surge coming off of the ocean and saltwater inundation. So when you hear that this is water inundation, this is above dry ground. So this isn't normally where water kind of floods. No, above dry ground. So most homes are 8 foot. Okay, so let's say a 1-story classic home is 8-foot ceilings, right? So maybe you have, 11, 12 foot, including your attic, but the ceiling is 8 foot. Certain areas, we're talking 15-foot storm surge. That's going to be above your home. Okay? That is going to be something that you just cannot survive. I don't care if you have a boat. I don't care if you have a lifted truck. I don't care what you have at that point with that much water. Like the National Hurricane Center has come out and warned everybody, this is unsurvivable. Unsurvivable. I don't think people realize, like I said, Dwayne and I have spent many years dispatching in hurricanes. I don't think people realize, 4 years, I don't think people realize how dangerous this is. And they're going to realize here very soon, because after 35 mile an hour sustained winds, law enforcement no longer responds to any calls. And we're at that point now.
Done.
Not one.
And I will
They're
say
not going to
this,
come out.
when it gets that
Go ahead.
bad to where when they say, and this is from experience, when they say that law enforcement, EMS, and fire are no longer going to be responding to calls until the storm is over. That's what we went through in Harvey. What we went through with Irma. That's what we kind of went through with Imelda. Yeah, we had EMS kind of responding out where they could, fire responding out where they could.
Yeah, because it wasn't like complete inundation, I guess, during Imelda. It was certain neighborhoods that were kind of hard hit, but for the most part, most of the city was affected, right?
But when you have 150 to 100 and 150 mile per hour winds with wind gusts of 185,
and these are going to be sustained for 5 to 6 hours. This is going to be sustained winds, you guys.
That's enough to knock your house over.
Oh yeah, and plus the water. That's not even the storm surge. Think about it. You start having debris in the water. You start having trees or cars or just debris. Period. Hit your home in a wall. Let's say even like if you're in Galveston right now and you're only expecting 3 to 5 foot storm surge. 5-foot storm surge with all types of debris in the water hits your home and could literally knock it off the foundation.
And
literally.
I will say this. Hold on, I gotta shut my other computer down because my mom is lagging a little bit. Let me take my other computer off. Okay, there we go. Disconnected.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna make one announcement. We won't tolerate bullshit. This is a real fucking serious night. Any other night, we fuck around. We like trolls. You can come fuck around. It's cool. Lives are on the motherfucking line. We don't play that shit.
And I'm going to say this because I've dealt with this one. This is the motherfucker I dealt with, and I'm going to get a little bit personal here. I'm going to give you one fucking chance to leave, and the next time you fucking do this, I'm going to go off, and I love Scarlett, but she won't be able to hold me back because I will fucking blast her ass on here. I'm going to give you one fucking chance. Get the fuck out or sit down and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, tonight is serious. We don't have time for the bullshit. Like, that's real.
I was down in fucking Harvey. I know the damage that's gonna fucking get caused tonight. I know what the fuck's gonna happen. You need to fucking stop. This is my 4th fucking year and my last fucking year. I want this to be my greatest last fucking year. So sit down, shut the fuck up, and
Don't
get
say
out.
that, Dwayne. It's gonna be fucking awful now that you said that. Every storm's gonna be just terrible. Thanks, Dwayne.
As of right now, this is. I don't fucking know yet. Just the people fucking stressful.
It is stressful, but
okay,
that's okay.
look.
Nope. We're moving on. We're moving on.
Well, no, I'm sending my mom the link.
We're moving on.
I'm sending.
Oh.
I know.
Oh,
I
you're
just
sending
said
mom
I'm sending
link?
my mom.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Mama's coming because I think
Sweet.
mom is gonna have some things to say too.
So let's pull up. Give me a second here. Let's pull up the last update for 11 o'clock. Let's see. Well, I guess the 10 o'clock update because they're not doing updates every hour. Now, once it gets to a certain potential of nautical miles offshore, they are supposed to start doing hourly updates for the hurricane. Okay.
We're supposed to start doing that at like 8 o'clock.
Updates. And
That's
they won't.
They were
supposed to do it at 6 o'clock. Remember, I had read that to you in one of the forecast discussions that they were going to start doing hourly updates after that last update at like 4 or 6 o'clock. They didn't. I believe that is done by design so that maximum people are going to get hurt. Just let it go. Maximum people will be hurt tonight. That is a serious issue. And we need to understand, if you have anybody in the Southeast Texas, Southwest Louisiana, you need to tell them to get ready. And please, for the love of fucking God, do not go in the attic. Do not.
Okay, I'm gonna go on my firefighter. I'm going on my firefighter rant.
We need to go on the attic rant right now because how big the storm surge is. Hold on, let me just finish. With how big the storm surge is, it's going to be highly imperative that you can follow instructions and directions.
So watch this. I'm going to give a short, quick story. Scarlett knows this. I hit Harvey. I hit the ground. It took me 3.5 hours just to break through an attic wall because it's nothing but plywood. It's nothing but drywall. It's nothing but hardcore beams. And it took me 3.5 hours to use a chainsaw, which can cut through a tree in about a minute.
Yeah, an attic is not something easily accessible. People think, I'll just take a hatchet and I'll just hatchet my way out. No.
Mom, you're here.
That's not how it works.
So in an attic, these are the 3 worst ways you can die. And I'm just going to say it now. Your roof can collapse. You can drown. Or if a power line falls on your attic, on the top of your roof, that's the first thing that's going to catch fire. And the second thing that normally happens when
also, if you have an ability to shut off your power right now or shut off your utilities, you need to do that at once. You need to do that.
My next thing is, if you have the ability to get out now, like get to higher ground, that's more than 40, 50 feet off the ground, I advise to do so because you probably about have an hour I'm going to be honest, an hour and 9 minutes left before this thing hits.
Dwayne, the last thing that I just watched, they're saying that it's too late, that if people stayed to stay in their homes, it's too late to get to higher ground.
Well, and I'm going to say this, that's their dumb, and I hate to say this, that's their dumbass fault because they've had all day, other states, churches and everything, open up your doors to them.
I know that, but I'm just telling you that you're urging people to get to higher ground, but they've already.
there could be some people that's only like
They
10
can
minutes
get to
away.
higher ground in their home though. They can go to a
Yeah.
second story or a higher level, or try to even drive their vehicle to higher ground if you have to, because I'm sorry, here's the deal. You can't be stuck as a sitting duck in your home while 15 fucking feet of water is coming at you.
No, I agree with you there. People already should know that, the ones that decided to stay behind.
I don't know
Or
how
idiots.
people even decide to stay behind. I've never understood that
Florida.
mentality.
Well,
We've done storms for so long that I just don't get it.
I
I
did
don't either.
I did some further digging and read a lot of things, but I guess and I don't know if you guys are already know this, but as you guys both know, I'm new to this because I don't follow anything like this.
Right.
Well, I followed Katrina and everything, but just learning more about it. Um, the states that this is hitting and affecting, if you are in the service in any way, kind, on duty, off duty, reserves, or whatever, you are not allowed to leave. You have to stay put. And a lot of spouses are staying with their significant other that has to stay.
And see, that's screwed up too, that they're
And
forcing the military to stay, because here's my thing. When we dealt with Irma back in 2017, a couple weeks after Harvey, military, and Scarlett can vouch this for me, military personnel was urged to leave.
they're not now. They're urging. They've been told, from what I've read from the regular Weather Channel and a lot of comments and other posts and everything. They're um, people that are, especially in the Army and the National Guard and everything, they're not allowed to leave. They were told to stay put. So a lot of significant others are staying behind. And then I read a comment that literally broke my heart. This woman was pleading for prayers because her best friend and her husband and their 3 kids decided to stay behind. And
You know what? I dealt with one of Scarlett's friends today. I'm just gonna say that now. That we dealt with this in a similar situation. Scarlett, I love your friend. I'm not saying who it was, but oh my God, we argued with them for probably about an hour to leave. And then she finally went like, hey, is someone close to me that would shelter me and a baby? And it took me this of calling somebody stupid, because I call everybody this every year that decides not to leave. They're just stupid. I deal with it every year, unfortunately.
well, I wouldn't say stupid. I mean, these people know what they can do, but everyone has a mentality that it can't be that bad, or it's gonna not be that bad, or it's gonna be something that we can
Hey,
withhold.
hold on, Mom. Hey, Scarlett, can you hear me? Scarlett,
Dwayne, you're lagging.
how bad? I got
Like
full
you're
internet.
stuck right now. You're lagging about a good 5-10 seconds.
What, my camera?
Just you're talking. I can hear you talking before I see your mouth move.
Oh, yes. Hey, Scar, can you hear me? Where the hell did she go? Scarlett left me. I need to text Scarlett going like,
She might have got kicked out.
I just texted her and said, where you go? But no, and the reason I call people stupid, Mom, is because here's the thing. Over 4 years that I've been doing this is year number 4 for me, and 9 times out of 10, many more years, because I know I'll never be able to get away from this. There's people that under even mandatory evacuations that go on like, I can last, I can stay, oh, we got this. We've been through this before. And an hour later, after the next day when the storm hits and we just get back up and running, and go like, I don't need help. And then they come back and say, I need help. But the thing with this is what we're trying to get people said. This is 150 mile per hour winds. This is 7 miles per hour away from a Category 5 hurricane landfall. And
Yeah.
and then with 185 mile wind gusts, and then 20-foot storm
Did
surges.
you take care of the audio issue?
I'm getting there. Removing Twitch from the live feed.
No, don't do that.
I can't block them. I can't block on
Why?
Twitch.
Yes,
Because
you can. You can block from here. What? Yes, you can.
I'm showing you. I don't have
Are
the
you
3
on the
dots by
computer?
Twitch.
Get on the
Yeah.
computer.
Hold on. I'm sending you a picture. Hold on. It doesn't give me the 3 dots like it does for YouTube. I go to YouTube, I get the 3 dots.
Okay.
So I
What you
can't
need
block.
to do is you need to hold on it. You need to hold.
Okay, let me try that. Nope, I'm holding on it. Nothing happens. It just pops up.
Right click.
Nope, no right click. Oh, only
Okay.
Darren's. So that's why I had to take Twitch down. I'm sorry.
Yeah, take it down, and then we can put it back eventually. But I don't know why it's not
He's
letting us,
back.
because it
He's
usually
back
lets
on
you bounce
YouTube.
them.
I got an audio issue. Hold on.
There we go.
I'm back.
Yeah, I don't have time for that tonight, you guys. That's one thing I won't tolerate is game playing on a night where it's seriously important. Go read the last. I'm gonna need you. Can you send me the last update in a picture format so I can read it?
I can actually read it right now because it's still on my computer.
Well, send it to me so I can read it, because you gotta utilize skills, okay?
nhc.noaa.gov. Public advisory. And it's gonna be like a 3 screenshot thing.
This whole no computer thing really blows, you guys.
Do you want me to read it, Scarlett? I got it right here.
No, I can do it, Dwayne. Just send it to me.
All right, I'm gonna try to send it to
If I
you.
could
So
get a different device, I could, but I'm trying to
Scarlett,
get.
what are you wanting, hon?
I got it.
Right, because your son is not trying to help me.
Yes, I am. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Now he wants to help. You see.
I've been
But this is
shut up.
a serious night, you guys. I mean, honestly, all bullshit aside, this hurricane is something that I've never seen before.
Go left to right on the pictures.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Oh, there you go.
All right. So we're gonna read the latest. Hold on. Oh, that's blurry as hell. I can't read that.
See, and I told
You
you I
gotta
can't.
slow down.
I can't
You have
do
to
it
slow
on
down
my.
when you do it.
Here, do you want? I can just put up on screen. Hold on a minute.
Oh no,
I
there.
forgot
That was
about
better.
that.
Hold on. Oh yeah, you can. Good.
Oh,
Put
if
up on
my
screen, Dwayne.
computer stops doing duplicates of what I'm not doing.
Yeah, figure it out.
See.
You guys had
Okay.
me curious
Give me a minute.
on the comments that you guys were seeing, and I got curious on why I couldn't see them, so I went to the comments, and now I can see them. And
Oh, can you?
people
Did
better
you
be
see why he got booted?
The people need to be thankful that I didn't see these before, and that this is a serious matter, and that this is a serious night. Because let me tell you something, this mama would have a lot to say.
See, that's just it. All right, so we have the latest bulletin.
We went off already.
Oh yeah, this is the latest bulletin that came in at 10 o'clock because they're not doing another update till 1 o'clock. Okay, Dwayne.
Which they told me no, by the way.
Dwayne, do not interrupt my bulletin reading. This is important information that we need to relay. Okay? Because I can see it now, so I need you to just let me read it, okay?
You're good.
All right. Hurricane Laura advisory number 29 from the National Hurricane Center out of Miami, Florida at 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Wednesday, August 26, 2020. Extremely dangerous Hurricane Laura is closing in on the northwest Gulf Coast. Catastrophic storm surge, extreme winds. No, I don't. No. Extreme winds. And they have an extreme wind warning currently. An extreme wind warning. Okay, you guys, I've never seen that ever in my life.
Are you reading off of my screen?
Like, ever. No, I'm reading it off of my screen that I'm reading what you sent me. Because I can see it now.
Well, that's 227.
Okay, anyway.
That's not the new one. Hold on.
The 29 is the new one. I have the new one that you gave me. That's what I'm saying. They're playing games on the NHC.
227.
I'm telling you, they're playing games. Anyway, let me read it. Yes, it's 220. But look, Bulletin Hurricane Laura Advisory number 29.
Oh.
Read down, Dwayne. Anyway, this is why I read these. Continuing on. Watches and warning. Oh, location 29.0 north, 93.2 degrees west, 75 miles or about 120 kilometers south of Lake Charles, Louisiana, or 75 miles or 120 kilometers southeast of Port Arthur, Texas. Maximum sustained winds at 150 miles an hour. Present movement north-northwest or 340 degrees at 15 miles an hour. The minimum central pressure is 939 millibars, my friends, or 27.73 inches of mercury. Changes with this advisory, none. Storm surge warning is in effect from Freeport, Texas to the mouth of the Mississippi River. Hurricane warning is in effect for the San Luis Pass, Texas to the intracoastal city, Louisiana. A tropical storm warning is in effect from Sargent, Texas to San Luis Pass, east of intracoastal city, Louisiana to the mouth of the Mississippi River. A hurricane watch is in effect for east of intracoastal city to west of Morgan City, Louisiana. Storm surge warning means that there's a danger of life-threatening inundation from rising water moving inland from the coastline in the indicated locations. For a depiction of areas at risk, please see the National Weather Service Storm Surge Watch Warning graphic available at hurricanes.gov. This is a life-threatening situation. Persons located within these areas should take all necessary actions to protect life and property from rising water and potential for other dangerous conditions. Promptly follow evacuation and other instructions from local officials. A hurricane warning means that hurricane conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area. Preparations to protect life and property should be rushed to completion. A hurricane watch means that hurricane conditions are possible within the watch area. A tropical storm warning means that tropical storm conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area. Discussion and outlook. At 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time or 0300 UTC, the center of Hurricane Laura was located near latitude 29.0 north, longitude 93.2 west. Laura is moving toward the north-northwest near 15 miles an hour. A turn toward the north is expected by early Thursday, and a northward motion should continue through the day. A northeastward to northeastward to east-northeastward motion is expected Thursday night and Friday. On the forecast track, Laura will make landfall along the southwest Louisiana coast within the next few hours and move inland within that area early Thursday. The center of Laura is forecast to move over northwestern Louisiana on Thursday and across Arkansas Thursday night and over the mid-Mississippi Valley on Friday. Maximum sustained winds are near 150 miles an hour. With higher gusts, no significant change in strength is likely before landfall. Because basically, you guys, it's already at Cat 3. ABC 7, Sarasota, Florida, came out and said that they found maximum sustained wind by hurricane hunters at 157 miles an hour. And that would make it a Cat 5. I'm going to tell you right now, this is a political reason why they're not announcing Cat 5, because people would be scared out of their minds and shit would start to go down like it has in years previous, where people start looting, people start tearing shit up. It starts to be a big issue. Okay, so this is why they're not going to tell us. So continuing on, they're saying that rapid weakening is expected after Laura moves inland. Hurricane force winds extend outward up to 60 miles from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend outward from 205 miles. A sustained wind of 43 miles an hour and a gust of 49 were recently reported at the National Ocean Service Station at Texas Point, Texas at Sabine Pass. You know, the National Weather Service in Lake Charles, Louisiana packed up all their shit and left and boarded up the doors yesterday. And so that's a serious issue because they don't usually leave their post. Even their waffle houses are closed. And the National Hurricane Center, the National Weather Service, uses the Waffle House Index to show how bad a storm is. And Waffle House never closes their doors. So to have Waffle House closed is a big deal. They also said that hazards affecting land. Key messages for Laura can be found in the tropical cyclone discussion under AWIPS header MIATCDAT3 and WMO header WTNT43KNHC. Storm surge and tropical storm force winds all arrive within the warning areas well advance of Laura's center. All preparations to protect life and property should be rushed to completion. Dangerous storm surge. Let's see, where does it say? And the tide will cause normally dry areas near the coast to be flooded, and rising waters move inland from the shoreline. The water could reach the following heights above ground, somewhere in the indicated areas if peak surge occurs at the time of high tide, which it will. Johnson Bayou, Louisiana to Rockefeller Wildlife Refuge, including Calsica Lake, 15 to 20 feet. Searim State Park, Texas to Johnson Bayou, Louisiana, including Sabine Lake, 10 to 15 feet. Rockefeller Wildlife Refuge to Intracoastal City, Louisiana, 10 to 15 feet. Intracoastal City to Morgan City, including Vermilion Bay, 8 to 12 feet. Port Boulevard, Texas to Searim State Park, 6 to 9 feet. Morgan City, Louisiana to the mouth of the Mississippi River, 4 to 7 feet. Freeport, Texas to Port Boulevard, including Galveston Bay, 2 to 4 feet. Mouth of the Mississippi River to Ocean Springs, Mississippi, include Lake Bourne, 1 to 3 feet. Lake Pontchartrain and Lake Maurepas, 1 to 3 feet. The deepest water will occur along the immediate coast and to the right of the landfall location, where surge will be accompanied by large and destructive waves. Unsurvivable storm surge with large and destructive waves will cause catastrophic damage from Searim State Park, Texas to Intracoastal City, Louisiana, including Calsico and Sabine Lakes. This surge could penetrate up to 40 miles inland from the immediate coastline, and floodwaters will not fully recede for several days after the storm. Surge-related flooding depends on the relative timing of the surge and the tidal cycle and can vary greatly over short distances. For information specific to your area, please see products issued by your local National Weather Service Forecast Office. Hurricane conditions are expected in the hurricane warning area tonight and Thursday morning, with catastrophic wind damage expected where Laura's eye wall moves onshore. Tropical storm conditions are moving onshore along the coast of Louisiana within the tropical storm warning area and expected to spread northward within warning areas overnight. Hurricane force winds and damaging wind gusts are also expected to spread well inland to portions of eastern Texas and western Louisiana early Thursday. They're expecting across northwestern Gulf from far southwest Louisiana and the Golden Triangle of southeast Texas, 8 to 12 inches with isolated 18. Across central and the west of Louisiana into far eastern Texas, 5 to 10 with isolated 15. Across much of Arkansas, 3 to 7 with isolated totals of 10. This rainfall will cause widespread flash and urban flooding, small streams and creeks to overflow their banks, and minor to moderate freshwater river flooding. Let's see. Tennessee Valley is expected, lower Ohio Valley, 2 to 4 inches with maximum 6. Tornadoes are expected tonight over Louisiana, Texas, and Mississippi. The risk for tornadoes will continue Thursday across Louisiana, Arkansas, and western Mississippi. The next advisory will be at 1 o'clock. The next complete advisory will be at 4 o'clock, which is a waste of time, okay? Because 4 o'clock in the morning is not going to matter. By then, the whole storm will have made landfall, so why would we need to update by then? Let me tell you what, we should be doing hourly updates since that northern eye wall, honestly, has probably hit. I'm actually going to go check on that, and I will be right back.
My mom said it already did.
The last checkup that I had on it that I sent um, that I sent Dwayne right before the show started. I was watching the Weather Channel, and it had said um, the outer band, the outer. I don't remember what time I sent this to Dwayne, but it said the outer band had hit less than an hour ago. I'm going to assume that was around 12:30 when I sent that. When I
And,
sent to him.
Oh yeah, I was watching it then, but it was 10 miles away from getting in.
and
And
guys, and I want to explain the definition of landfall for a quick minute. Normally, landfall doesn't means when that eye is
no,
completely
this was the northern eye wall. Oh wow. Okay, hold on.
Girl,
My
what the
camera's
hell
messing
you?
up. I don't know, my camera's messing up. Sometimes that happens.
And mom, you're echoing so bad. You're picking up everything we're saying. Are you on YouTube on your phone? Oh, okay. I'm gonna say something.
Let's
Thank you.
continue.
I'm
Hi
really trying.
Casimiro. Hi Migto. Hi Bonnie.
Dwayne's
Hello
really trying to.
everybody.
Dwayne's really trying to
Anyways,
keep this
welcome
cool tonight.
everybody. No, continue on, Dwayne. No,
So what
no.
I was saying is landfall would be considered when
I
the
cannot get
eye
my camera to work. Hold on, I'll be right
is
back.
is. Hey, mom, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You have YouTube opened up on your phone?
No, I'm on my tablet.
You turn your tablet down a little bit, or if you have headphones, plug them in.
Yeah, because we're getting an echo.
It might be my fan, but yeah, I turned it down.
Yeah,
Okay.
or try headphones because then we'll see if like you're getting interference. Because we're still getting an echo. So maybe you should try some headphones.
No, it's like when we talk, you're. I'll be right back.
We
Hold
can
on.
hear it on your device. Yeah, help her out. The eye wall has not fully hit land yet. It just the northern eye wall has, and that's not
Yeah.
considered landfall.
Huh? No, I don't know where my skull
That's just a
candy's at.
portion. We need to pray for Texas. We need to pray for Louisiana right now. We need to pray for all those in the path. I'm so concerned at this point. We're going to try to fix these audio issues really quick.
Oh, hold on. Dwayne's gonna help. I had to switch from my phone to my tablet, and I have my fans running in my room. And he
I
told
don't
me
think
that
it's that.
or bouncing, but
That's
he's getting me a pair of headphones.
okay.
Is here, the top one, adjust it however you like, and keep the mic down.
You said keep it down.
Keep it down.
That's a lot better.
I was about to say, is this any better?
Perfect. Yeah, it's perfect now. Um, so I was just watching Jim Cantori. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta get out of here and
Okay,
come
what?
back. Let's see what we got. Hopefully Dwayne will come back and then I
I'm
can
here.
reboot.
I'm
Okay, because
here.
I gotta
Yeah,
come
you,
back in to try to make my camera work.
But no. So,
oh,
but
Dwayne,
this is
shut your
gonna
door.
be. Oh, okay. Hold on. But no, like I was saying, this is going to be a bad storm as it is, and I'm gonna see if my mouth is my mouth and my words matching up
Hold on, I gotta go back.
at all.
No, well, I can see your head move.
Is
Try
my words
talking.
matching my mouth?
No. Try again.
Is my words matching my mouth?
A little bit.
Okay, I'll wait for Scarlett to get in here, and then I'm gonna reset so this works.
Yeah, your mouth didn't move at all. I can see what you're doing.
Smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, I can see that. It's just when you talk.
Do you know what, Bonnie? And I'm gonna address that for a minute. When we put a letter X up on a house, it means that a family member is dead. The people in the house is dead, and the house is too unstable for us to remove the bodies. God, PTSD flashbacks here for a second. With this, the first time, it was it sucks. You know, when I dealt with this in Harvey, I don't know how many houses I put an X on because I couldn't remove the bodies. There we go.
Yeah, thank you for that. I really should not be in these comments. I'm telling you, I should not be.
Well, if you want to get on the actual FRN site, I can teach you how to block these people and give you my other laptop. Because I can use all the help I can get between me, Scarlett, and you. I'll bring you my laptop. Hold on.
I don't want that right now.
Oh, but you won't have to wear them big ass headphones.
It ain't bothering me.
Okay. But no, let's go look at Hurricane Laura, see how far she is from landfall.
Last time I checked, they said that she should hit landfall around 4, I think they said.
Yeah, with the way that the outer bands are cracking in, with the
There we go.
Scarlet Anonymous is
At
back.
least my
Holy shit.
I know.
Hi,
My camera
hi,
works.
honey. Hi, honey. We missed you.
So, all right.
Um,
Okay, so we need to go hey, do you want to go pull up Twitter and screen share it for us?
if I remember my login, yeah.
You don't even need a login. You just need to go to Twitter and then go to search. You don't have to have a username unless you're tweeting back.
Yeah. Give me a minute.
Yeah, Casimiro, what's your serious question? I would like to know. Let me go look and
By the
see.
way, Scarlett,
Yeah,
which is
Midco, it's
back
real. Like, Minneapolis is losing their minds. Like, okay, so here's a little update on Minneapolis on the side. So,
again.
you're right, because I was like getting my hair done tonight while all of this was happening, so I had no clue
Oh, I gotta
until
log in.
um
Hold on, Scar. I gotta log in.
no, you don't have to log in. You just have to search Twitter.
It's making me log in.
No, it doesn't. Everything
Um,
is always so much more difficult for you, Dwayne.
well, Dwayne
But
doesn't
okay,
log in, so I'm good.
back to the point. Back to the point. Let me talk. So what I had heard was at first, I guess this guy was like in a parking garage and killed a woman in Minneapolis today. And then after he killed the woman, the police were like coming after him, right? And then I guess he like killed himself in front of a big group of people like downtown. And then Minneapolis police released the video on Twitter, first of all, but that's not why I was having Dwayne go to Twitter. And then I guess it had come out that like the police had killed him somehow through the grapevine. I really feel like it was just people looking for an excuse to loot because Kenosha's doing it already over this Jacob Blake thing. And then they started looting like the Nordstroms, like they started looting like I think the Target down there, like the CVS, like this is like downtown Minneapolis Nicollet Mall. And Nicollet Mall just had like a $30 million like renovation project to like make it nicer down there and like all types of shit. So it's really a travesty what's going on tonight. The National Guard was deployed though. The governor, Mayor Fry, came out and spoke right away and they said, oh, blah, 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 won't be tolerated, blah, 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 won't be tolerated.
Oh, fuck off,
But
Jacob
supposedly
Fry.
National Guard is deployed here in Minneapolis as of tonight to
Again.
take care of this new rioting situation.
So what am I looking up on Twitter?
Okay, you're looking up you need to look up Hurricane Laura, like hashtag Hurricane Laura, and just see what the latest show and screen share this though.
I will after I pull it up because
No, just pull it up. No, just pull it up live.
I'm going to right here. Hello.
Just pull it up. I want to see the list of everything, and I will tell you what to click on.
Okay, give me a minute.
Just do what I tell you, Dwayne.
You gotta think this computer has gave me issues since I've got it. I'm trying to avoid this issue.
Okay, so can humans affect hurricanes? Yes, they can. Like during Hurricane Harvey, they had turned on like the geothermal pumping turbines. You know, like what Dutch shows us on the camera all the time, right, Casimiro? Because I know you know Dutch, right? And they turned those on, and I believe it has an atmospheric effect due to albedo that could make storms stronger. I do believe that because before Harvey, they turned on these turbines, and I mean, they were pumping it out, you know, hot steam to the point where it almost looked like smoke. So, I mean, there was that, and that did happen, and then Harvey intensified and then like stalled for 3 days. So I'm just saying, like, it, you know, is it a coincidence? Laura. Is that what really happened? You know? Okay, so there is Hurricane Laura. Did you do hashtag Hurricane Laura? No, you needed to do hashtag Hurricane Laura. You don't follow directions.
I did. I don't see no hashtag. What the hell are you talking about? Right
I don't see no hashtag.
Here, woman. Right fucking there. Hashtag. Fucking hashtag.
Well, you can't see it that big.
Calm down.
Well, can you make it big? Can you make it any, like, can you zoom in on your actual screen? Like, right click zoom? There you go, my friend. Make it a little bigger.
Alright, hold on. There you go. Hashtag. That is a hashtag.
Is that Weather Channel in the background?
That's mine. Hold on.
That's my mother.
Yeah, I just wondered if it was Weather Channel so we could hear what they were saying. Oh, that's Jim Cantori. Okay, let's see.
Here's Laura right now.
Is that as big as you can make it, Dwayne? Because however you made it bigger, make it even bigger.
Until...
Oh, okay. So what? So you can't see or what?
About as far as I can go until you can't really see.
There you go, my friend.
Yeah,
there we go. No,
until
I
can't see.
Well, did you make it big and then scroll? Because you can see that. How can't you see that?
Oh, look, there's FEMA.
Okay. FEMA Region 6. So let's scroll down. Let's see what other latest updates we have from the Twitterverse. Keep going. All right. So, I mean, this is going to be serious, you guys. I mean, I don't know if anybody else has any like tweets or anything that we should be made aware of right now. Is anybody hearing of any storm reports?
Scarlett, I am.
You
I'm
know,
trying to figure out.
Well, I want to explain this.
I'm trying to figure out how to send this to you because it was just a live update that says
Send it to me.
hurricane. I'm trying, Dwayne. It just got done going live. It says Hurricane Laura slammed Gulf Coast, and they were showing some of her on land, but I don't have a lot. I don't know what the hell. I'm coming in your room. Hold on.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
I want to
because I mean,
explain this picture
I
for a
was
minute,
watching the
Scarlett.
same thing. What, Dwayne?
So I want to
What'd you
explain
say?
this picture for a minute that we're looking at.
Okay, let's
Before you
explain it.
say something. So the picture we're looking at, guys, right here where my cursor is kind of moving is the outer bands of her.
That would be called the feeder band.
Yeah, the feeder bands. And then right here where you see the clear part of the water
Oh, mute.
is.
Have your mom mute herself while she's in there with you.
Can you go mute yourself in your room? Can you go mute yourself
Yeah,
in your room?
My
echoing.
what?
Go
You
mute
can
yourself.
mute her yourself, Dwayne.
Oh,
Right click her.
right
There
click.
you go. Perfect. All right, continue on.
You're muted. So right here is her feeder bands, and where you see this clear patch of water is her eye. This is where
Correct. And look how
everything in the
symmetrical
storm
it is.
is happening.
Well, no.
So you
Where
see
it's
the
happening is
orange.
on the outside. Hold on, Dwayne, because that's not true. The inside is where the winds are actually calm, right? And so inside
Pressure
that
line.
symmetrical eye, that's why they say in the eye of the storm. And that's why they say when the eye comes over your area not to go inside or go outside, because when the other side of the eye comes, and the dirty side of the eye is the northeastern side. Okay, so the northeastern side, put your cursor like down a little bit to, yep, right there. That northeast side is called the dirty side of the storm. The dirty side of the storm is one of the most violent and the most aggressive. It comes with the most onshore push, and it comes.
Scarlett, I have audio.
Okay.
Ready?
Mhm. It comes with the most activity. It comes with the most the onshore push of water. It comes with some of the most gnarly winds as it wraps itself around and as the rotation
I'm
continues.
going to. I know it on your phone.
And so that is what's called, like I said, the dirty part of the storm. That's the most dangerous position. Now, right outside of those bands, kind of where Dwayne was showing you before.
You can't to send it yet or even copy.
Okay. And up in that area is where it's really, really going to be some of the most tornadoes, and it has the most spin coming in on the coast. Okay. So there's a little bit different once you get into those bands of the storm as well. And so we're going to have to be real. I believe here in the next half an hour, they were predicting landfall at about 1 a.m. Central Standard Time. So we're going to have to stay on top of this.
Watch that, Gray, because if this is saying it already hit.
No, the eye has not even hit yet.
No, not the eye, but
the outer bands. Yeah, that
the
dude.
outer
I'm sorry.
eye has hit, but not the
Yes.
inner
So
eye,
I'm gonna
because
stop
it's once
screen
the
sharing real quick
other
because I'm gonna
side. It's once the other side of that hits is when landfall occurs. Now keep going through tweets. You only showed one tweet and then stop. How are you going to do that?
Well, my mom gave me that audio, so I'm pulling up the audio from my mother. The one we were trying to listen to that you wanted to hear, so that's why I'm leaving Twitter for a minute.
Well, I didn't know that. You didn't say all that, so just let me know.
I gotta unscreen share because I'm not trying to show names.
Right. We like to keep privacy around here.
And I'm gonna ask the question: where did you get your numbers of 35 dead already? If you don't mind me asking, because that just intrigued a question in my head.
Trolling. It's called trolling. Because the storm
I was
is
just
nowhere near
curious.
Houston.
Not yet, at least.
No, it won't be. It's not going to hit Houston at all. It might get some rain, but it's not going to be. It's going to hit the Louisiana-Texas border.
All right, waiting for this to load so I can play audio.
So, I mean, this is going to be some serious shit. This is a storm of a lifetime, you guys. Like, literally the storm of a lifetime.
Storm that's trying to break Dwayne's freaking career.
Well, that's only if you let it. Landfall imminent of devastating Laura. 69,000 people are already out without power.
All right, here we go.
So it's a little earlier than they thought because they were thinking, like I said, 1 a.m. We've got Jim Cantori as well as Stephanie Abrams out live on the scene right now on the Weather Channel. They're taking in some pretty good winds right now, but not too bad yet. We're in for a long night, you guys. A really long night. Oh, hello,
Way
Video
too much
Kid.
tonight.
Yeah, this could cause windstorms that cause blackouts.
Hey,
Yeah, it could. All across Ohio, all across the Mississippi and Ohio valleys. I think personally, if these predictions hold true of the storm surge, wave heights, and maximum sustained winds, okay, and even gusts, if those predictions stay true, I do believe this will be worse than Katrina because Katrina was only a category 3 at landfall. And this, honestly, in my opinion, with what they're saying about being 157 miles an hour they found from the Hurricane Hunter aircraft, I do believe that this is a Cat 5 storm that will be landfalling. They just don't
That's
want to
what
tell people because
hey,
it will
Scar, we're not
upset
going to
more
be.
people. It will panic more people. No, I'm going to say this because what ended up happening during Michael, I said Michael was a category 5 storm. Everybody and their mama fought me about this. Oh no, Scarlett, you're wrong. They only said it was a 4 on TV. A year later, what did they come out and announce? Michael is a category 5 after the National Weather Service had researched and studied the debris patterns and studied the destruction. And so I am here to say right now that Laura is a category 5 and we are going to see Cat 5 of absolute destructive damage. They've already said unsurvivable storm surge. You
I'm
know,
trying to
they're
play
sending
audio.
so many more bodies than what they're going to actually admit that are in the water. So many more people because they said so many people did not leave. They did not heed the warning because yesterday this storm was only a Cat 1. And people, for some reason, who live in hurricane country are, really honestly desensitized by it and don't realize that
Lunatics.
every time a storm comes, you got to treat it differently because they always think it's going to dissipate. They always think it's not going to be as bad as it really is. And it ends up being awful. And it ends
Can
up
I play?
being the most destructive thing that they've ever seen.
Can I play audio?
Yes, but you don't have to interrupt someone to do that, Dwayne. It's quite rude during an important broadcast. This
Well,
isn't like every other night.
you were talking over the audio and it was playing. That's what I was trying to get you.
You shouldn't play anything before you announce what you're about to play.
So I'm gonna.
What are we going
So
to
what
be
I'm
listening
playing,
to?
it's Jim Cantor. The video my
Cantori.
mom was just Jim Cantori. I'm gonna play what my mom was literally just playing. As soon as it loads again, which is gonna take forever.
Ooh, here in Minneapolis, clashes between protesters because there are like a bajillion riots going on right now. Riots and
What?
hurricanes. Riots and hurricanes. Riots and
what
hurricanes.
Dwayne
And
is
fires too.
trying to play
Sorry
is
for
something that had
Can you
went
guys hear
live.
any of this, like the ad or anything?
No,
Because if not, I'm not.
no.
No, Dwayne, the winds were so high. They had went live. The winds were picking up, and the rain
I'm
and
done trying to play this
winds
video.
had
Okay.
hit them, but you can barely hear them because um, the winds are so loud. You can barely hear it.
Well, yeah, because I mean, literally, microphones don't like wind, so this is like worst case scenario.
And,
Yeah,
and
and we're
I and
not
I
going to
want to
get
say
an
this here too for a minute.
advisory for 20 more minutes. So in 20 minutes, we'll have the latest 1 a.m. advisory. I believe they'll probably say landfall.
And I want to say this too. Like
Because they're
when
not going to
Michael,
give us another update until 4 a.m. And so I believe
right?
they're going to tell us at this 1 a.m. update that landfall has occurred. And now we're in the middle of the big shit.
And I want to say this too. Like I'm gonna go back on what Scarlett said like a couple minutes ago. When when she says they really don't tell you how many people died, they really don't tell you how many people died, and I can personally testify to that because I put over 2,500 bodies down in the police station, fucking Houston, Texas, and I put over another 3,500 bodies in a ice cream cooler in an ice cream shop. So, in altogether, within a 5-day span, my team bagged, well, 4 teams we were working with, bag and tag, was 5,500 people died in that storm alone. And I'd say a good 10% of that was infants, newborns, and toddlers.
Yep.
Because let me tell you this, I'm sorry, if you risk a toddler, an infant, or a newborn baby's life in a hurricane, I'm just I'm just gonna call you out now. You're a piece of shit fucking parent, and I hope you get what you deserve on Judgment Day. That's all Dwayne's
Well,
gonna say.
and a lot of people, okay, and I get it. People were trying to come after me earlier on my personal page, like, look, Scarlett, what if people can't leave? Look, I would go as far north as I could out of the path of the storm and then live in a box. Or as far east as I could go, or as far west as I could go. But I would get the hell out. I wouldn't
You
sit
know,
there and wait. I
no,
don't
and
care
you
if
know
I didn't
what?
have insurance. Like, is it worth your life when all of your items are probably going to literally float away?
A lot of
Literally
churches,
float away anyway.
and a lot of people from other states were willing to go and get people that didn't have a way out. They were willing to open their homes. There's churches and there were surrounding states that were open, that are staying open for anybody that can make it. And so right now I see that no one has an excuse with all the states, the surrounding states that have offered to drive to go get these people, to meet them somewhere, to open their homes up to them, to keep their churches to them. Um, I have uh, a few friends and stuff in Texas that have opened their house up and
The
their
center
property
of the
up.
center is crossing over, so we'll probably have landfall literally about right in literally the next few minutes, you guys. It could be the next minute, 2, 3, 4, but literally the center of the center is about to approach land, and we are going to have a landfall of Laura with a 127-mile-an-hour wind speed
That's
continually.
that's what that's what that live thing that I was showing doing. That's what that was saying, but you couldn't hear it.
Yep.
Um, but I know someone that lives in Texas. They live on a hill. The only thing that they would be getting was a little bit of wind and probably some rain, but it was a very safe place to go That person opened their home up, um, willing to go get people. People still refused. So right now, with all of this, I don't see a reason um, why people are staying. I know a lot of bad is going on in this world besides these hurricanes, and a lot of division is going on in this world. But I have to give it to the surrounding states and other people and churches that are opening their houses up to people that they don't know to try to help, and willing to drive for hours to go and get people that don't drive, and everyone is refusing. And the one thing that I watched, and all of this stuff that I watch is off the Weather Channel, um, there is more people that have decided to stick this one out more than what they
Right.
have ever seen.
Yeah, and I don't
There's,
know
and I
why you would choose this one to literally stick it out for. I don't understand that. But we're going to read this extreme wind warning because I've never seen one of these advisories be put out. But they say that an extreme wind warning remains in effect until 1 a.m. Central Daylight Time for Cameron, Jefferson Davis, Southern Beauregard, Southwestern Acadia, Calixto, Western Vermilion, Southwestern Allen, Eastern Jefferson, Southwestern Newton, Southeastern Hardin, Orange, and Southeastern Jasper counties. At 11:56 p.m. Central Daylight Time, the National Weather Service Doppler radar and surface observation indicated extreme winds associated with the eye wall of Hurricane Laura. We're moving on shore along a line extending from Port Arthur to near Grand Lake to near Fork Island and moving north at 25 miles an hour. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation. Locations impacted include Beaumont, Lake Charles, Port Arthur, Sulphur, Orange, Nederland, Groves, Port Neches, Lumberton, and Vidor. Take cover now. Treat these as extreme imminent winds as if a tornado was approaching and move immediately to the safe room in your shelter. Take action now to protect your life. The safest place to be during a major landfalling hurricane is in a reinforced interior room away from windows. Get under a table or other piece of sturdy furniture. Use mattresses, blankets, or pillows to cover your head and body. Remain in place through the passage of these life-threatening conditions.
and guys, and you know what? And I'm gonna stop Charlotte here for a minute,
For what?
and because this is kind of being laid on me for a minute, and I gotta get this off my chest, and I have to say this for a minute because we're about to witness a landfall of one of the most major hurricanes that the United States has ever
We've
seen.
seen it's not United States. It's just Louisiana and Texas.
But I do want to stop what we're doing, and God, and sometimes the Holy Spirit gets on my nerves. But I told Scarlett there was this possibility when this thing made landfall. And I'm going to get really passionate here for a minute.
Well, then show us your face, Dwayne.
My words might not match to my mouth, and I might cry here for a second.
Just slow
A
down.
lot of you people are going to sit here and say that has never experienced a hurricane that these people are going to be okay, that these people are going to be all right, that the people that are left are going to be fine. But when all reality, when that search and rescue team hits the ground, it's no longer a search and rescue. It's a recovery mission. And a recovery mission takes a toll on a person because this week, 3 years ago, it was part of that recovery mission. I was told when I got down there it was a search and rescue mission, and Scarlett will back me on that. I get down there and I told it's no longer a search and rescue mission, it's a recovery mission. And I'm praying for everybody that is down there right now that doesn't know the love of Christ, that doesn't know where they're going when they die, if they do die tonight. But I literally just pray right now that you would just find his grace and that you would just find his mercy and just cry out, God, help. Because it's so hard for me to sit here and hear that a place that I helped is going through the same thing again. And it hurts.
I get it. I was there with you, Dwayne.
It hurts me so bad, and I'm not trying to be emotional right now.
It's okay that you are. You wouldn't be who you are if you wasn't doing, and you are thinking about the souls, that it's not just the lives that are about to be lost, it's the souls that are about to be lost, and where you're going. And the only thing that we can do, sorry, I'm trying to turn my volume down, doing is pray for them, even though they might not call out on God's name. The only thing we can do is pray for them. I am going to mute myself for a second because I need to hear what this is saying.
And if we can just take another quick second to pray, and like I said, the Holy Spirit irritates me sometimes. Because when I'm most vulnerable, like this, I just want to pray over the state of Texas, pray over the state of Louisiana. I want to pray for the people that are about to go in here after this storm is over. And they don't know what they're walking into. Dear Heavenly Father, God, we come to you again. Lord, as we lift our hearts and we just ask you to hear the cries of the believers, but also hear the cries of the non-believers. Lord, I'm not scared for the people that are going to die, like my mom said. I'm scared for the people, the souls of the people that don't know you.
Okay, so they're losing power right now, Dwayne, and shit is getting real serious right now.
I know.
Yeah, I know. That's what I keep watching.
You know, guys, and you don't know how bad this is going to get. Because with this, I just now making landfall, because I just looked at my app.
They're saying that there's birds in this that are about to hit land too, that there are a bunch of birds trapped up in the system.
And I just got a notification over my app saying we have landfall.
Landfall, I said it. I knew it, y'all. I told you. Let's go. Laura has made landfall.
She's on land, she's not completely on land, but she's on land.
No, just the center of the eye is on land. That's what that means.
You know, and God, I got to step away for a minute.
They
All right,
just
Dwayne.
came.
But right now we've got
Came
some
across
serious problems. Okay,
Yeah,
step away,
they just
Dwayne.
came across. Step away, honey. Come in here with me so I know that you're okay. please come in here with me.
Oh,
They just
Sergeant
said
Spices, I'm
they
so sorry you lost your home.
they just said that this
Continue.
storm is Gwen, I need you to come in here with me, please. I know you can hear me. That this
Just
storm
yeah, let him,
is
let him let it out for a second though,
yeah,
because he needs
that
to.
that this storm is gonna take years. Not weeks, not months, but it's gonna take
Years
years to
to
recover
rebuild
from
the damage.
this storm, that it's not
This
gonna
this
be
area might be uninhabitable for like the serious, you know,
they're saying like
future.
they didn't they didn't say a year, they didn't say a couple months, they said years. His specific words was years to come. That's what
Yeah,
he
I mean that's
said.
just scary when you really think about it. Years, like what does that truly mean? Years,
You know,
you
and
know, it's hard.
I've been thinking about what we have all been talking um, about these people not leaving, about these people not evacuating, and I know some of them think that they can ride it out and that it might not be that bad. But then I say, because Scarlett, I'm a thinker, and I analyze things so I can't analyze it no more, I guess. But how many of these people have already given up hope with everything that's going on in the world today? You always hear, um, shut my door, honey, so we don't make Dean. We always hear suicide by cop or suicide by this. What if some people are just downright thinking suicide by hurricane? What if they didn't just go because they're just tired and they don't know what else to do? And if they figure if the world's going the way that it is, that they might as well go in their own home.
Yeah, that's
Hold
true.
on a
I didn't even
second.
think about that. There
You
probably is a
know,
lot of people.
I mean, just look at everything that's happening in the world, and it's one bad thing after another. And and I hate bringing the government into this, but it's just been one lie after another against the government, and this person against that person, and this lie and that lie, and the coronavirus. Dwayne, please stay in here with me. Nope, he came in for a few seconds.
I'll be
um
back.
yeah, that I'm just trying to make sure he doesn't have a seizure. um
No, he's good.
but it's been this lie and that lie from the government, and the COVID, and our rights being stripped away, and the protesting and the violence that has been going on. Maybe people are just done. Maybe they don't have it. Maybe some of these people that decided to stay, they're staying for a reason. They figure if they're going to go, why not stay comfortably in their homes, and maybe that's what they honestly want.
You know what? And
You
I
might
want
be
to,
right about that.
and I
Hold
want to
on,
say that,
hold on, bub,
What do you
hold
want to say,
on.
Dwayne?
you
Go
know,
ahead,
and
honey.
if that's the case, I feel bad for them
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah.
because
was
you know
getting
what?
to that.
So many people with, you know what? I hate to bring this up with the COVID bullshit, the rioting bullshit, and I'm sorry to say this, the whole Black Lives Matter bullshit right now, because you know what? None of that fucking matters. And this is coming from someone that's used to supports the Black Lives Matter
Dwayne,
movement.
it's not
Doesn't
about that.
have to be.
It's
I
not
know,
about that. It's just everything that's
but
going on. People are tired. People
okay,
are done.
I get that, but that's when we rely on each other.
Yeah,
Because
and that's That's why surrounding states were trying, honey. When someone's
and I get
gone,
that, but if your plan is to die by
But yeah, people
suicide,
have never paid attention to hurricanes and how important they are. Dwayne and I know this. We're the ones who have always picked up the pieces, dispatching
and
in
look at the
hurricanes,
toll.
sending out civilian rescuers, sending out people who can go help others, and then nobody pays attention. Mainstream media, after a day or so, says fucking nothing about it while these people are still rebuilding their lives.
You know
What did
what?
we
And
know
look at the
last
toll
year?
it takes on us. Look at the
Right.
fucking toll it takes on us because I'm
Well, think
fucking
about everybody who's
here.
involved. Let's not be selfish. We need to think
No,
about all
I'm
the
saying,
other
but
people
that's
who
what
are
I'm
involved.
saying. Look at the tears it puts on us people that are out there. Look what it does to the families that lose their homes, their kids, their loved ones,
Well,
the people
Garden
that try
Spices
to
here in
help.
the chat. We have somebody here in chat who's going through it. Like they said, I grieve for them. We just now have recovered and restored our lives. It took a decade for them to feel secure and stable again. Think about that. Your whole world, your whole foundation rocked. Everything you know. Besides COVID world, and we're already in upside down Twilight Zone world, then to have your whole life thrown apart. And you know what? Maybe it will, Migto. Maybe
You know
it
what? And
will.
I'm
Because you know
praying it
what? We've
you
does.
know what? I was
seen
just getting.
humanity come together. We have. Dwayne and I have seen the beauty of humanity working together for one cause, where it didn't
Amen.
matter if you, right? It didn't matter if you were
Amen.
black, white, didn't matter if you were illegal, didn't fucking matter. Guess what mattered? If you were a human being or an animal needing to be saved, they said they're going to lose so many cattle, you guys. They said they couldn't get
You know
all the
what?
animals out.
And I want to say this behind
I just.
Scarlet, the humanity and the unity I seen in Texas, even though there was people that was mad they lost their homes, they were mad they lost their animals. But you know what? The unity of so many people we rescued turning around and going like, you know what, we're gonna help you.
Mhm.
And how many people helped
These people
rebuild?
would be trying to give you water and give you the shirt off their back, and they just had lost everything. And they're like, "Do you need help? Do you need something?" They were trying to take care of the people who helped them, and they had nothing.
You know what? And my best incidents of that was Imelda when that one guy was towing a boat and he just randomly decided to help and
Mm.
started taking.
Video Kid brings up a good point. We should start showing some live streams.
I can find any.
Well, go to Reed Timmer on Facebook. I know he's live right now.
Hey,
I can't
Scarlett,
play
how are
audio.
you? How
Why?
are you? Scarlett, are you on your phone or are you on your computer, hon?
I don't. My computer's been broken for over a month. I don't have a computer right now.
So you're on your
You
phone.
know what, Scarlett?
Hmm.
I might
Um,
talk to TLO and ship you this one because you need it a little bit more than he does. Love you,
Lake
TLO.
Charles
But
is in the eye now. They said we almost lost everything. We lived with strangers for months until we could find another home to rent. Thank God we had Jesus and the body. And I hope people
amen.
come. Amen, Garden Spices. Like I said, I told Dwayne, the one thing I hope tonight is that a lot of people who may have had a question about God tonight will find comfort in the Lord tonight. When their house is whistling with these 150-mile-an-hour winds, when their house sounds like it's about to break apart, that they will have true faith, true faith. And even if they don't believe in Jesus Christ, I hope they believe in some higher power
You know what, Video
because
Kid?
they're
I will
going to
do
need it
that.
tonight. Oh, we can
I will.
get you on.
I
Give
got her.
Video Kid the link.
I was already doing it. You know what? And
Yes.
can
while
I?
Video
Come on,
Can I?
Video
Kid
Kid.
I
is on,
need
you
to.
know what? I,
I'm
hold on, Mom.
sorry to interrupt.
Go
Um,
ahead.
he was already blocked once, but have you ever had a man is back and His comments are
Near
awful.
Cameron, Louisiana.
Have you ever had a man is back on and trolling?
You know what? Hold on a minute, Scarlett. I love you.
Just take
I
it down.
do.
Just take it down for now, because we'll get Video
Yeah,
Kid on and we don't need it.
But here's the thing: who else is watching? This is their only information. I don't want to do that
Yeah,
when they're in
that
the
could
eye
be
of this
too. I
freaking thing.
don't
And
see that person in here recently, so I would just leave it alone.
you know what? But I do want to say this before Video Kid gets on here. You know what? The Bible does state that whoever shall call upon my name in faith, and
Yep.
by the blood of Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm going to put my secret out here for a minute because I'm going to get serious for a second. I told Scarlett there's a
We're
possibility.
having landfall right now, though, Dwayne. So we gotta
I know.
be very
I,
mindful.
and I am. This is why this side of me is coming out for a
Mm,
minute.
okay.
If you cry out by faith when these winds are feels like it's just tearing your home apart, and you
faith is
just
small as
yell
a
out
mustard seed.
and you just cry out, God save me. You will be heard. And I pray that for everybody who does not believe that tonight would be your night.
Yep, even if you have no faith at all, the Bible states faith is small as a mustard seed.
And you know what? A mustard
Can
seed is
can
pretty darn small.
can smaller than a piece of pencil lead can move mountains.
We are waiting for Video Kid to come on. I sent her the link. You know, and I'm just going to back my mom up on this. Ooh, MGTOW said Scarlet police have protesters trapped in a tunnel on a freeway.
Didn't you guys say a category 4? What was the wins for that?
150. Anywhere from 127 to 157.
Well, the wins right now are at 150.
You know what? Garden Spices, and I'm going to continue speaking the truth until Video Kid gets on here. Because here's the thing. The Bible states I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, and the first and the last, that no one will cometh unto the Father except through me. If you're not ready to meet your maker, and tonight might be your night, tonight might honestly be your night to where you meet your maker. And if you don't believe in Jesus Christ, I'm sorry for you. ELO just said good evening from the city of fire, so I guess Minneapolis is burning again.
Yep.
TLO. Well, McToe just posted, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name. He just posted,
Oh, I just said it.
this
Yeah.
doesn't look good. Please have protesters trapped in a tunnel on a freeway. I don't think this will end well.
It won't. If they got trapped in a freeway, it won't. Someone's
No,
going to die tonight.
they have them trapped in a tunnel on a freeway.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I bet
they're
you if it's in Minneapolis, they got them in the Lowry Tunnel Bridge, and they've got them basically like pent in. Because if
that's
they
what I
were
was just getting
downtown, it
ready
wouldn't
to
be that
say.
far. Let me talk. If it was downtown, it wouldn't be that far away from where they were at on Nicollet Mall to walk down to that bridge and then basically try to stop the freeway there from people to advance. Um, so it's interesting what's going on, but we're
You
having
got
landfall.
protests.
Landfall has occurred though in Cameron, Louisiana. I repeat, Hurricane Laura has made landfall in Cameron, Louisiana. Now we should have the newest update. Go get the new update, Dwayne.
I'm working on it.
That way we can tell everybody what the newest update is. This is really important at this point because we're getting into the crux point, you guys. We're getting into the long haul. So here's the public advisory for 1 a.m. Extremely dangerous Category 4 Hurricane Laura makes landfall near Camden, Louisiana. Catastrophic storm surge, extreme winds and flash flooding occurring in portions of Louisiana. Location 29.8 degrees north, 93.3 degrees west, about 30 miles. And like I said, at the 1 o'clock a.m. update, we would have landfall. About 30 miles south-southwest of Lake Charles, Louisiana. About 40 miles east of Port Arthur, Texas. Sustained winds at 150 miles an hour. Present movement north or 350 degrees at 15 miles an hour. Minimum central pressure 938 millibars. Hurricane warning from High Island westward to San Luis Pass, Texas has been replaced with a tropical storm warning. Tropical storm warning southwest of San Luis Pass has been discontinued. Storm surge warning is in effect from Freeport, Texas to the mouth of the Mississippi River. A hurricane warning is in effect for High Island, Texas to Intracoastal City, Louisiana. A tropical storm warning is in effect for San Luis Pass to High Island, Texas, east of Intracoastal City, Louisiana to the mouth of the Mississippi River. A storm surge warning means there is danger of life-threatening inundation from rising water moving inland from the coastline in the indicated locations. For a depiction of areas at risk, please see the National Weather Service at hurricanes.gov. This is a life-threatening situation. Persons located within these areas should take all actions to protect life and property from rising water and a potential for other dangerous conditions. At 1 a.m. Central Daylight Time, Doppler radar images indicate that the eye of Hurricane Laura has made landfall at the coast near Cameron, near 29.8 north, longitude 93.3 west. Laura is moving towards the north near 15 miles an hour, and this motion should continue through the day. A northeastward to east-northeastward motion is expected today and Friday. Laura will move inland across southwestern Louisiana this morning and continue northward across the state through the afternoon. Air Force reconnaissance Doppler data indicate that the maximum sustained winds are near 150 with higher gusts. Rapid weakening is forecast as Laura moves inland. Hurricane force winds extend outward for 60 miles from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend out for 205 miles. A weather flow site in Cameron recently reported a sustained wind of 101 miles an hour with a gust of 116. The National Ocean Service site at Kelso Pass reported a sustained wind of 93 miles an hour with a wind gust of 127. A wind gust of 104 was recently reported at Lake Charles, Louisiana. Key messages can be found under the tropical cyclone discussion under the AWIPS header, MIAT, CDAT3, and WMO header, WTN43, KNHC. From Johnson Bayou to Rockefeller Refuge, including Calcico, storm surge 15 to 20 feet. Rockefeller Wildlife Refuge to Intracoastal City, 10 to 15 feet. Intracoastal City to Morgan City, including Vermilion Bay, 8 to 12 feet. Searam State Park to Johnson Bayou, including Sabine Lake, 6 to 9 feet. Morgan City to the mouth of the Mississippi River, 4 to 7 feet. High Island to Searam State Park, 3 to 6 feet. Freeport to High Island, including Galveston Bay, 2 to 4 feet. The deepest water will occur along the immediate coast near and to the right of the landfall location, where the surge will be accompanied by large and destructive waves. Unsurvivable storm surge with large and destructive waves will cause catastrophic damage from Searam State Park to Intracoastal City, Louisiana. Hurricane force winds and damaging gusts are also expected to spread well inland to portions of eastern Texas and western Louisiana. Across the northwestern Gulf Coast from southwest Louisiana and the Golden Triangle of southeast Texas, 8 to 12 inches with isolated totals of 18. Several tornadoes are expected tonight over Louisiana, far southeast Texas, and southwestern Mississippi. Swells produced by Laura are affecting U.S. Gulf Coast from the west coast of Florida to Texas and northeastern Mexico. These swells are likely to cause life-threatening surf and rip currents. The next complete advisory is at 4 a.m. Central Daylight Time. So the discussion says, extremely dangerous Laura has the signature of a classic hurricane on satellite images with a well-defined eye surrounded by very deep convection. There's little evidence of shear, and the upper level outflow pattern is extremely well defined. While the cyclone is over sea surfaces near 30 degrees C, observations from NOAA and Air Force Hurricane Hunter aircraft show that Laura continued to strengthen during the evening. Using a blend of adjusted flight level SFMR surface winds, the intensity estimate is 130 knots for this advisory. Since there's now little time remaining for the system over water, no change in intensity is anticipated until the center crosses the coastline, but it will weaken rapidly after it begins. But destructive winds should spell well inland more than 100 miles along its path. Later in the forecast period, the ECWMF and UK Met Office indicate some baroclinic re-intensification as the remnants of Laura move off the east coast. Laura has began its turn northward as it moves around the western side of a subtropical high-pressure area, and the initial motion is about 340 by 13 knots. The track forecast is essentially unchanged from the previous advisories. The cyclone should move through a weakness in the ridge and turn to the northeast over the next day or two. The corrected dynamical model census predictions, TCVA and the HCCA. Laura is a large hurricane, and users are reminded not to focus on the precise track forecast since wind, storm surge, and rainfall hazards extend outside from the center. Large and destructive, unsurvivable storm surge from Seagram State Park to Intracoastal City, including Kelso and Sabine Lakes. The surge could penetrate up to 40 miles inland. Hurricane force winds are expected tonight in portions of the hurricane warning area. While Laura Iwal moves on shore, hurricane force winds and widespread damaging wind gusts will spread inland into portions of extreme eastern Texas and western Louisiana. Widespread flash flooding along small streams, urban areas, and roadways is expected to begin overnight into Thursday from eastern Texas into Louisiana and Arkansas. This will also lead to minor and moderate freshwater river flooding. Heavy rainfall threat and flash and urban flooding potential will spread through northeastward through the middle Mississippi, lower Ohio, and Tennessee valleys Friday night and Saturday. And that is your 1 a.m. update. So we'll see what's going to happen.
Everything that you said was what I got, what I had brought up.
Right. Yeah, this is the 1 a.m. update. So like I said, they basically what they just told us during the discussion too is that they weren't going to send the hurricane hunters back out to figure out if it's going to be a higher forecast. What's going to happen now is maybe a year from now they'll say, oh, by the way, Laura was a category 5 storm, blah blah blah. But we'll see the damage in the morning, how bad it's going to be. Welcome.
Hello.
So how long is this going to stay category 4, category 5? You were reading a lot fast and I quit
Yeah,
reading.
it should stay for at least the next few hours. As it moves up the coast, it should lose some intensity, but that's not a guarantee either.
Yeah, I know
That's just an assumption.
Yeah, one thing that I have noticed on keeping track on this, as it goes and as they keep on saying inland and upward, the miles per hour, it goes down, and then they say that it's going to go up and then down, then up, and then this many foot of rain, and then that many foot of rain, and then this high of waves and that high of waves. It's like everything is changing, but you figure they were also saying this wasn't going to hit land until 4 a.m. either.
I was told all day that it would be about 1 a.m. landfall. So, I kind of knew that earlier. That was something that was kind of told to me.
My camera muted, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just not quite sure. They always do this, though. This is a game that they play the National Weather Service every hurricane. You know, they come out, they say, oh, it's not going to be that bad. Then literally the moment before it's going to landfall, or a few hours, maybe 6 hours to the point where you can't evacuate anymore. Then they say, oh, guess what? It's actually going to be really bad. So hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen, because you're going to go on for a ride. And I think that that's so dangerous, especially this year with no shelters open. So like I said, in previous storms, people could at least try to run out and go to a shelter in the middle of the storm if they had to because their house fell apart or whatever. This year, you don't get that luxury.
Right, but well, like I said earlier, though, there were so many people. They were taking charters and getting people out and taking them to wherever. There were strangers opening their houses up
Yeah,
to
but you know
people.
what? When
There's
people go on those buses, sometimes they never come home.
oh, you and Dwayne
It
know
happened
more
during
about
Harvey.
this.
Yeah, it
You
happened
guys
during
know
Harvey
more.
in Port Arthur. There was a bunch of people who were taken to a military base. They were never heard from again and put on a military plane. There were a bunch of people in a nursing home who were put on a military plane who then weren't heard from afterwards. And all the people who were put on those military barges afterwards. Those people were never heard from again. And they're busing people out to like San Antonio and really far places in the state. So that is also concerning. Um, but these
Yeah,
people
but
have nowhere to
anywhere's got
go.
to be safer than where they're at.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to be in the hands of the government over
Well, I
that.
don't want to
I
be in
don't
the
know.
hands of that either.
Yeah,
But
I
like
might
I
end
said
up dying over
earlier,
that.
well, like I said earlier, too, we have to think on how many people that are also staying for that. Same reason. They're just tired. They're just done of what this, with the hand that we've all been dealt this year, so far, and um, it's just been one thing after another. And I wholeheartedly believe that some of these people are just done it and maybe thinking if this is the way that I'm supposed to go, then
And
have at it. At least.
and there are those people every storm I think too who are just like, you know what, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go, and they trust in their creator and they trust in what's going to happen. And more power to those people, I guess. But I just don't know how you could be so attached to physical belongings that it's worth giving up your life for. Like, I may care about my physical belongings, but if I couldn't
Well,
take
I
them, I
don't.
couldn't take them.
I don't think that it's so much about physical belongings. Think about this is the way that I'm thinking about it. Is that
Right.
someone that is in a hospital or nursing home that is dying or they know they don't have that much longer to live, where do they want to go? They want to go home. They want to go
Yeah,
home. They want to be with their family for their last final days.
true.
That's the way that I kind of look at it. I don't think that it's materialistic because look at COVID. You die alone. I mean, if that's what you honestly dying from, and even if you're dying from something else and they say that it's COVID, you're still dying from that alone. No family member. You're in that room by yourself. So people might just want to be gathered with their family right now and all go at once. It's hard telling. And you know what? In a time like this, I wish that I could say that I'd be hightailing my ass out of there. But I don't think any of us honestly know what we would do until we were stuck in that position. And I've never been stuck in that position. The only thing that I've ever seen is tornadoes, and I was never the one to get in the basement. Me and my dad would be on the front porch watching them.
Hmm.
You know what?
I mean, they wasn't that
But
bad. I
tornadoes
mean,
are a little bit more different too, because I'll tell you why. The one
well,
reason
I'm
is,
just
as far as time is concerned, a tornado, usually doesn't last more than an hour or so, and it definitely isn't going
Yeah,
to last an hour going over your home. It's going to be minutes. Whereas a
yeah,
hurricane, they're going to have to sustain these winds and this water for at least 5 hours with high level winds. And then
yeah.
they're
I
going to have to go
have
through tropical storm force winds, and then they're going to have to go through, high winds and then down to nothing. So I
yes.
think
I
that's the
well,
biggest difference.
I was just
Can,
explaining like on what I went through, but I have
No, I mean,
you know
like, honestly, because, like, I just caught a tornado last week on camera. And I think that
yeah,
that's the
I've
difference
seen that
why
girl.
we Midwesterners will go out and look at it, because we know it's going to be a lot quicker and a lot faster than a hurricane that
Yep.
continuously
I
batters you.
have
I think that's why.
I have friends and family that lives in Texas. I have really good friends that live in Florida. I have really good friends that live in the Carolinas that have all been, struck by hurricanes and everything. And they all told me that they don't know what is worse, the actual hurricane hitting itself or the aftermath of it all. Just like
I say
all the
aftermath
rain,
is probably
the
worse.
rain,
Yeah, I
because
mean, like, you get shocked by the storm itself, but I think what actually happens afterwards, seeing the devastation, seeing everybody's home or places that you loved or
well,
places that you frequented.
it's not just that. Like after the hurricane does its thing and goes away, I don't remember if it was where she lives. It's either North Carolina, South Carolina, wherever got hit last year. She told me that when the hurricane, she lives more inland, so the their property wasn't damaged itself by the hurricane. But after the hurricane came and gone, they had rain for like 4 days after that. Rain to where they were pretty much stuck because it flooded, and it was all the aftermath, of
Right.
it all, just the rain and some of the winds. I mean, she wasn't comparing it to like the actual hurricane, but and I've heard it before that the aftermath of it all, and not the destruction, just the weather wise and all the rain that they get is is like you can't see it. Just might as well be like a hurricane is still there
can I can I speak for
without the
the
winds, if that makes any sense. Yeah, go ahead, baby.
one? I had to step away for a minute, but two, God, this is eating me alive.
Dwayne, are you okay? Scarlett,
Oh,
I'll be back. I'm
I'm
coming.
not.
I'm coming.
It's okay. You gotta be strong for others, Dwayne, because people's lives are falling apart. And your life isn't right now. So we gotta be strong. These people need to hear comforting voices and ones that aren't afraid.
Not okay.
You're okay, Dwayne. I get it, but we have to be strong for these people. They're going through the most devastating moment of their life right now.
You know what? Like I told you, like I was messaging you. I mean, they need your word. They need your comforting, and only you can do that right now. God's not going to put more on your shoulders than what you can't handle.
And that's what
And
you do best, Dwayne.
and you know what? You even, God uses us. And you know what? You've been telling me that you have felt God more and spiritually, over this last week and a half than what you have ever in a long time. And you know what? This has to do with it too. You have to preach it. You have been remembering Bible verses that you haven't remembered in a long time, and Bible verses that you didn't even think that you knew, and you've been preaching it, and you've been telling everybody around the world that will listen. And You're telling people on here, look, if it doesn't matter if you believe or don't believe, if you're an atheist, if you've never talked to God in your life, you're letting them know
Huh?
how to do it. You're giving them Bible verses that will back it up to let them know all they have to do is
I feel
say
like I
God,
should say Chrome tabs so that you
God,
can see my actual computer, right?
all you,
Right?
you're
Which one do you want to share, though?
you're letting them know that the only thing they have to do is say God's name and
I was
say
just gonna let them as I was searching.
and they will go and everything, baby. You can do this.
I guess I can do this one.
Look at me. God says it. Look at
Yeah.
me.
Hold on.
God says you have the strength to do this. I don't think yourself because God knows you can do this. If God didn't think that you could do this for 1 second, guess what? He wouldn't be saying you're doing this for me.
Wait.
What?
Nothing. You're fine.
So we gotta stand strong because people's lives are falling apart, Dwayne. So
Do
we
you know what
gotta
the Bible
be
does
strong.
state?
So on my screen, because I'm quiet over here, I'm gonna
Right.
be quiet. I'm like researching like live stuff, so I'm gonna share my screen just so people can kind of see what I'm
Yeah,
looking
go
at.
ahead. Share
I-
your screen, yes, because we need to see the action and what's going on. Because I get this is really emotional for you, Dwayne, but this is the most critical time of the storm.
Well, no, you guys can still talk. It's just I'll be quiet over here, but my internet's
Well,
fast.
we got to kind of get out and disseminate information at this point, unfortunately, because this is literally the most serious part of the storm. This is when the most damage starts occurring. This is when the storm surge starts rolling in. This is when, things start to become dangerous and hairy. How did I do that? Oh, layout. There we go. I was like, how did I make everybody? There we go.
Hold on, I can check it from Twitch.
There we go. Yeah, see, the aftermath is traumatizing. Picking up the devastation. Water didn't leave for 2 weeks. They're telling people days that the water won't recede. But Garden Spices here says, 2 weeks, no power. It's going to smell. There's chemicals. There's animals that are dead. People. All types of things in this water. And people always say hurricanes are a hoax, Michael, but what is causing the devastation? And what could we do about it? Even if it's man-made, right? Even if. What can we honestly do about it? Even if the government has HARP going, what can we do about it? How can we prove that? And the devastation is done by then. Devastation is done by then, unfortunately. It really sucks. It really sucks, you guys. This is really awful for all of these people. And, like Billy was telling us earlier, and like I've heard from the other mayors down there in other towns, one website you might want to check is News 12 out of Texas.
Okay.
Check them.
Okay.
Because they might actually be live with like reporters on the ground. As well as click2houston.com might also have somebody out there. Few other people.
Okay.
Migto says it looks like the backside of the eye is hitting Lake Charles now. That's kind of what I was seeing when I was looking at. I've been kind of scrolling back and forth to the Weather Channel when I can to just kind of get some visuals. So yeah, they're saying it's barreling on shore right now. So here comes the storm surge, and it looks like it's just kind of rolling in. And they're saying you can kind of smell the trees as it comes in, And that's pretty deep when you're smelling trees. And they said there's a whole flock of birds inside of the eye wall that are going to be, potentially projectiles because if they're living, which I don't know if they could at that strong of, winds, that could be dangerous. And then there's potentially thousands of birds that could be flying out of the sky at you. Again, also dangerous. So this is something that, I never thought we would see. Well, Dwayne and I kind of have always known this. We've followed this for a very long time, and that's been a big issue. A big issue. Welcome back, Dwayne. What happened to your avatar? We lost your avatar?
No, it shouldn't be.
It's not there.
Because my browser has lost access to my camera.
Oh, right. Well, that's okay. Glad to have you back, Dwayne. Yeah, so the backside, we're just getting to hit Lake Charles right now. The storm surge, so far from what I've heard, I haven't seen any storm surge be serious so far. So let's keep, holding on. But right now is high tide. So this is when things are all going to be changing, you know. This is where, the big guns come out, so to speak.
Renee,
Good night, Casimiro.
What?
you're
I'm glad you could be
screen
here
up.
with us. Yeah, she knows she's screen sharing, I think.
Yeah.
No, I had to add her video in.
Oh, did you? Oh, because you got to give her permission or whatever, yeah.
Okay. Hold on. I got distracted.
So we're going to pull up some live streams and some live video right now and try to get a real life picture with what's on the ground.
Guys, I want to prepare you for a minute. This isn't going to be easy to watch.
No.
It's not going to be easy to see.
Louisiana. These are storm chasers.
I don't want none of y'all to freak out. I don't want none of y'all to worry, because in the end of this, God is in the midst of it. No matter how much destruction has been done, no matter how much destruction has been done, no matter
Try 12 news live,
Oh, hold on.
12newsnow.com video kid, because they have a live watch live.
Hold on. Which one is that?
no matter how much damage, how much death, how much pain or hurt is in these states, I believe highly that God is in the midst of it. I believe highly.
Scarlett, say that one more time. What did you say?
12newsnow.com.
Okay.
And I believe highly that tonight a lot of people's faith would be restored.
Right. I hope so. I hope we have a small revival of human beings. Go up to the top because it'll show like live coverage and you can just click that. Okay, and then you want to go to, go home. Hit the little home. Yeah, go home.
Okay.
And then it should be at the top. Give it a second. Scroll. Can you scroll? It doesn't let you scroll up anymore. Huh? Oh, there it is. Maybe that's it. Hurricane Laura makes landfall. Yeah, look for live. Because mine just shows live, and then you can just click the live, and then it just lets you come in.
I'm on a computer, but I should
Maybe go to Hurricane Headquarters. Maybe go there. And then let's see, scroll down. They don't have just a live. I'm gonna find out what the actual link is for live.
Yeah. You can give me the link, I can click on it.
Well, that's just it. Okay, here we go. Let's see.
Removing Periscope, adding Periscope. Periscope just crashed.
Oh, did it? Crap.
It's back.
Okay.
I'm somewhat here.
Okay, yeah, here we go. I don't know if it'll let you follow this, but I'm gonna give it to you
Wait,
anyway.
I think I got something.
Okay. Here we go.
Unmute it.
Boom.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, and then you could always too if put the closed captions on as well.
You guys
And if you
have
have
to.
headphones, in, remember it won't play audio.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Give me a second then.
Yep. Yeah, because as soon as you take them out, we'll be able to hear. And this is Beaumont, Texas. This is where Dwayne and I both have worked out of. Now, I'm going to try to see if I can find real quick a Lake Charles, Louisiana news station.
And Renee, you gotta unmute yourself from the StreamYards. Unmute yourself from StreamYards.
Yeah, because if you, there you go.
I need her to unmute herself from StreamYards.
You can unmute her yourself.
No, I can't not if she mutes herself.
Crap. Okay, hold on. I got a new link for her too. Let's see if we can get this newscast. Because this is out of Lake Charles where the actual eye of the storm is.
Let's go over to Port Neches. Got a neighborhood off Magnolia
Oh,
that
yeah.
has already lost power
Port
here.
Neches.
And
They
if
go
you come
underwater
into this
real
section,
quick.
This is near Jimmy Johnson Boulevard. There's Twin City. There's 69. And
We
you
can hear it.
This area of Highway 365. Hopefully they are on backup generator at the Medical Center of Southeast Texas. They are all in the dark in a pretty large area. This is Stonegate, all off Central Mile Drive, Turtle Creek. Major power problems there. As we come into Nederland as well, significant power problems around the airport. We've already had gusts, Patrick. What's our peak gust at the airport as far as you know?
I want to say 60, 61 maybe.
So, you get the idea. If gusts to 60 do this, we've got some problems. So again, more than 37,000 customers in the dark station at this point, and that's orange. Let's go to orange. I apologize. We're going to get the map. It works better when I use both hands, so I'm going to do that. But as we zoom over here, there's Highway 12. You can see Interstate 10. Again, Southwest Louisiana at this point completely without power. And around Orange,
we could put your comments up while we're listening.
Scattered problems around Vidor. Pine Forest looks like you've still got electricity. Pinehurst, kind of a split story there.
West Orange.
All of
West
Southeast
Orange,
Louisiana without power, you guys.
Looks like maybe it's
That's
one substation
crazy.
that's protecting Bridge City at this point. That they still have
Can you guys
power,
hear
but
me?
you get the idea.
Mhm.
Large
Okay, so
Yeah,
quantities of orange
Video
county
Kid,
power.
I just sent you a live
Absolutely,
link
Jordan.
from
We're going to
Facebook.
continue to keep a close eye on that.
it does work.
map
I
because
can
that
play
kinda
video
gives
and
us,
still talk. Jordan
a
figured
view,
that out for
if
me.
you will, of how the storm is starting to affect
Okay,
different
wait.
areas of Southeast Texas. We started, like I said, in the green all across the board, and we're slowly starting to see it work its way up as the outages continue to become a little more widespread than we initially saw.
I was just thinking, when we checked it at 11 o'clock, as recently as a little over 2 hours ago, there were no outages. So
Correct.
this is all, we've gone from 0 to 38,000.
We can hear it though. We can hear the video and we can hear you. By the way,
I'm laying down. I'm watching Reed Timmer.
What is that?
Renee, I'm sending you another link.
That's not
Yeah,
working. It's not working.
Okay, I'm sending you Reed
just
Timmer.
type in your browser kplctv.com.
He gave me another one. Putting this in right now.
He's no longer
This one
live.
is actually in Lake Charles, so highly recommend.
I sent Reed Timmer, but I
we
guess
get
he
this
just
screen
went off
down?
live.
Can we get this? Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Oh, sweet.
There it is.
Oh, Reed Timmer. Okay, yeah, he's in Lake Charles. Look at this. Look at this, you guys.
Renee, can you play sound?
I think she can, because we could hear it before. Yeah, turn it up.
Can you hear it?
Yep.
God, I feel bad. He's sitting in his car too.
Can you hear
He
it?
always sits in his car. He's used to that, y'all.
Shut down my live. It went for too long.
He's shutting down his live. Come to the home of no censorship on freedomrevolutionnetwork.com.
By the way, if you guys want to donate, go to freedomrevolutionnetwork.com/donate.
Been insane.
We'll take you
The eye wall's
to the
about to
donation
move
page.
in. We've lost complete power here in Lake Charles. Mike and the Herb is right next to me. We're going to try to grind through this front eye wall. It's going to slowly ramp up. It's going to come in waves as these mesovortices pass by. But it is completely pitch black throughout Lake Charles right now. But it is completely pitch black right now in Lake Charles. The power is out here right now. We've got northeasterlies coming in from left to right. The winds are about to ramp up to 150 miles an hour. There's going to be flying debris up here as well. We got to keep it pointed into the wind, but we also don't want to take any debris shots to the window here. But right now, we've probably got sustained 80 miles an hour. So this is going to double at least when the eye wall comes. Ah!
Shit! What happened? Did he get hit?
Something hit his car.
Something to the left window.
Look at the trees.
I knew it.
Look at
how fast it's going.
Hey guys, the two follow vehicles back there, just be ready to duck, to put your heads down. You may want to put a jacket or something on your left window.
Bro, look at them signs, bro.
Yeah, I know. Look at it shaking. Look
We're
at
about to
it
have
shaking.
major-
I mean, it's
major
about to
flying
go eventually. Look at this, you guys. This is Lake Charles, Louisiana, where the eye of Hurricane Laura
Lightning in the eye
is
wall.
getting ready to go over.
Lightning. Mike, I think that was lightning in the eye wall. I don't think that was power flashes.
Lightning in the eye wall.
Sorry, I had the volume down.
All right. And then we can go to, let's see, can we see what KPLCTV.com has going on?
Yeah, just send me a link.
I put it in the chat.
The chat.
You can roll your window down.
I want to finish this real quick, though, because he goes for
We will finish. We will finish.
I
but
can't
you can keep that.
see the chat.
Oh,
If
they're
it's not the
taking
screen
debris.
thing.
Oh,
Wait, there it is.
here's the
taking
thing.
debris.
He just got off alive.
If you need to, yes.
This is recent footage.
Yeah, you're
He
higher
just took a hit in the
profile. I'm
face.
gonna
Jim
hang here.
Cantori, for
Oh,
real?
I think we're good here. If you want to get the crosswind coming through this street, though.
This is getting real, y'all.
Scarlett, he just got off live. Like right when I sent this to her. Just live right when I sent this to her.
Oh, so this is not live anymore?
No, this is like 30 seconds fresh.
So we're watching an
Whenever everybody
old
starts
video
searching, it could turn into it.
when we could be
Maybe
watching
30
something live.
seconds old.
Oh.
This is like only a couple minutes old.
Oh, okay.
I just caught him.
I'm up for a variety of things. Is your vehicle shaking?
Yeah, it's shaking. We're just sitting there. We have no visual inside this vehicle.
Yeah, so is also Reed Timmer here. They're both in Lake Charles.
Tell them to turn into it. Yeah, you can
Well,
go
I
ahead
can
and turn
send
into
it
it.
in
Maybe do you want to go to that right side and face east, and then you can kind of still shoot the intersection, and we can get to her facing it. Yeah, if you could face east, that'd be awesome.
Use this tab.
Huh? Right, they can't.
My only concern is if one of these big trees takes me out.
He needed the Dominator out there. I had it wrong.
That big skyscraper there too could eject glass down on us.
Yeah, it's in the little, go to more in the little private chat and it'll show you. I can send them on there too.
can also see this light pole coming down. I'm gonna move this a little bit out of the intersection. Yeah, we probably could go a little bit further south, but
Ooh, he doubled over in pain. Didn't he have his helmet on, though, Garden Spaces? I think he had his helmet on at the time.
just a little shelter.
Because I know
there
they
downtown,
make
I feel like.
Weather Channel wear helmets now after somebody got hit in the dome before. I think it was Cantori. Dwayne, I'm going to need you to send a link to Video Kid.
Send it to me.
I'm going to.
We do have northeasterlies.
Facebook.
Ramp it up.
Please send it to Facebook.
Look at it go.
I know, he's
Oh,
going
I got
to.
one.
Okay.
So
Oh, here
send
it is.
All right.
It's in Outer Banks, boys.
This is some crazy shit right here.
Yeah, it is.
Look
Look
how
at this. And I mean,
quick
think
that
about
thing-
having to
This
go
Broad
through
Street?
this for hours.
I'm cool.
Like, that's the part that, kind of trips me out. That you'd have to go through this for 4, 5, 6 hours at a time.
Not me. I mean, there's rain. And then
Oh, yeah.
there's...
I mean, it's sideways rain. Look at it. It's literally raining sideways. It's raining
Oh, I
sideways.
see it. I've seen rain come from all different directions, but this...
Drive down a little bit, turn around, come back, shimmy around.
And that's straight wind.
It's just wild.
Ask Scarlett.
Oh, it
That's
says,
straight wind.
Regal says it looks like something small hit him in the face or eye. I mean, there's debris that comes in these winds. This is why they say don't stand outside. Be in your interior room, in your safest room in your house, because you could get hit with flying debris.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's with any bad weather. That's why...
Oh, yeah,
They
but
say,
this is why
like-
you don't want to be a spectator out and about. Did you get that link yet? Dwayne, did you
It's
send the
not
link?
live.
I just gotta stand in this real quick.
Yeah,
It
she
is
just
live.
looked at it. It's not live. She just
was
got on
just
it. It's
live.
not.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
so is Reed Timmer. And
No, this is a live newscast that's on. Yeah, it's live right now. I don't know why this is so hard. This is why I need a computer.
Okay.
Everyone, please donate to
Don't worry,
Scarlett's
just not
computer
sheet metal,
fund
but
so that we can have better live streams.
What do you want to do?
I'm trying to go to klpctv.com/live, which is live right now, and play their live video.
it's too dangerous to go outside. I don't know. I mean, it was sheet metal.
all right, look.
I'm literally
Some
watching it
adjust-
right now, so I don't know why everybody else is having a hard time.
You're in an open area where you're not
So look, I'm
impaled.
gonna mute Renee's thing here for a minute because I can't take Twitch down at the moment, and this dude's back at it again, and we're in a serious fucking moment. So I'm gonna say something. Get out! I'm done.
Yeah, please go
Get
find
out.
somebody else to troll right now, because this is
I am
not the
trying
time.
to save. I am trying to save people's lives, and you're in here being an ignorant fool. You are selfish.
Yeah, just don't give
self-centered.
it any more energy. Don't give it any more energy, and don't even look at the comments. Even if it says something ridiculous, just keep moving on. It's the last time we're going to address it. He doesn't have to leave. He doesn't have to leave, and he's probably not going to because you're getting angry. So stop paying attention to the messages and just let it go. You have to. So, look at this. How could you even drive down the road with this? Look at that.
You
Can somebody
can't.
get that link up though with kplctv.com?
I'm
Thank you.
looking at it now.
Yeah, see? Now let's go see. This is from like their tower cam. So what is the win? 53-47. Okay, so we're getting live wins, which is cool. Here's a Doppler. So that looks like the corner of the eye right there. About to come through here pretty soon. From this town. What is that called? Iowa? Is that what it says? Iowa, Louisiana? Up there by that little toolbar. I mean, you know, I'm really surprised that we're not seeing more live streams and we're not seeing more people actually going live. At least
Reed
even in
Timmer's
their
live
home.
again. Reed Timmer's is live again.
Is he
Renee,
live again?
I got
Okay.
you. I got
Get
you.
the
Give me a
link.
minute.
Yep.
I got
But look
you.
at that. Lake Charles is coming in. Here's 130, 150. So we've made it pretty much like in the first eye wall. So Cameron was landfall, but now Lake Charles is getting in the front of the eye wall. And then now we're going to watch that go through that area. Because see, look, we're completely on land now. And I believe that's Lake Sabine above Cameron. And so right now that whole area, and Cameron lost 80% of their residents during one of their last storms. Or I think it was Rita. Might have been Rita in 2005, where they lost 80% of their residents and only 20% of people ever moved back.
Bro, Reed Timmer's fucking car is moving. His fucking his fucking car is fucking moving. It's moving.
Oh, like shaking, like rocking, like
no, like fucking spinning. Fucking
oh my
spinning.
God. Yeah, look at that, you guys. I mean, that storm just looks angry. I mean, it's still got a nice eye for roll. Okay, here we go. Back to Reed Timmer.
Went into it.
Oh, thank you, Dr. K. Last name is Kowski or something, Texas Storm Chaser. Thank you for the tip. We appreciate it.
Bro, like, look at this. This car is spinning.
They're on. Okay. Never mind. We're good. Seems
Look
like it's
at
kind of
that.
a little call area where the wind sits.
Is that like a building that was being
pull
like,
right up to it.
oh, is that the windows busted out?
Mm-hmm. Keep it here. Don't leave this.
Go to Jacob's Snake Up channel on YouTube. Lower left corner has live feed of hurricane. Ooh, interesting. Thank you for the tip, McTough.
I want to stay here for a minute because we're watching Reed Timmer live in the pits.
That one helps.
Well, yeah, there's other people live too, but so we might be able to see something better from the two other tips that we've gotten. Because Reed Timmer's not going to put himself in extreme danger. He's going to sit somewhere where it's safe enough to sit. You know, these people know, you know, radar signatures and what's actually coming.
That's years. We're just about
Look
to get
at
in the yard soon.
Yeah, we want to maybe. Do you think maybe we should go back out into the open to get some good winds?
I mean, they're not going to get buildings getting ripped apart like this, but yeah, okay. It's pretty incredible right here, Reed.
Look at that. Just the facades are being ripped off the side of the building, one after another after another. Look at that. Look at
You know what? And someone said this on his live feed because I'm watching the comments right now. And someone said this, and this makes me smile. This gives me a little bit of faith in humanity again. She said, I do plead the blood of Jesus over you guys and everyone affected by this hurricane. Lord, cover your people and keep them safe in the name of Jesus. So there's still decent human beings out there during a time like this.
Oh, there always will be, but this is just phenomenal. But yeah, maybe we want to check out some of those other options that people gave us
Wait,
too.
something's happening. Hold on. You said there it is or something like that.
Yeah, so right now we're about to bust into the eye. We are in the
he's
eye
busting
wall
into
of
the
a
eye?
very, very powerful Category 4 borderline Cat 5 hurricane right now. It is bringing
Even
in a
Reed
10
Timmer
to
says
15,
Cat 5.
20-foot storm surge that is hammering the marshlands. These buildings are completely coming apart. We're now getting southerlies. In any second, we're going to break into the eye. The moon is going to come out. It's going to go completely calm. And that's when we go quickly retrieve the infrasound sensor. And then I'll mount the infrasound sensor in the back of the Dominator, stash it somewhere in the eye, and then
He
the
does
back
have the
eye wall will
Dominator.
come. But this is likely the most powerful hurricane that has ever hit the Lake Charles area. And the whole town is just coming apart here right now. Big buildings are coming apart. And the worst of the eye wall is still about to arrive.
Oh God, you guys!
have winds
And the
probably gusting well
worst
over
part is
150.
yet to come, and they're already losing infrastructure. They're already losing 80,000 people live in the town of Lake Charles, Louisiana.
And this seems to be the new normal. These big, powerful hurricanes that are coming in, making landfall like this. What was that?
About to penetrate the calm eye.
Yeah, but we're about to penetrate the calm eye of a very powerful hurricane. We're about to penetrate the calm eye of a very powerful borderline Cat 4, Cat 5
Ruth
hurricane.
Garden
And
Spices.
this is a new
Amen.
normal. These powerful storms seem to be common now.
You know,
had a
we
Cat
do
5
need to
just
be
2
the
years
strength
ago.
and
This
the
is a
voice
monster
and the
hurricane,
eyes
the
and the
most
ears of
powerful
the
that's
people.
ever
And
hit
we're going to
this
try to
region.
find some other live streams right
And this
now
just
too
goes
with
to show
a
you,
few
we
other
gotta
live
expect the
streamers that we were
unexpected from here
given
on out. These big,
just to see
monster,
what's going on with
impactful
that. I'm going to go
storms,
check
storm
out that
surges
other
that we've never
channel to
seen
see if
before.
it's some good
Wind gusts
footage.
stronger than we've ever measured. Infrasound signals from storms that we just can't fathom their power. And that's what we're trying to do, is better understand the impacts of these storms, the complex dynamics inside them, and really what makes them different from storms in the past. We're about to bust into the calm eye here. There it is, big winds. These are some of the strongest yet. There's a herd back here.
He's not getting out of there, dude.
Woo!
Bro, that is insane.
That sign is just
Big
flopping
props
right
to the guys that is doing this, that are storm chasers. I mean, I'm an adrenaline junkie, but you know what? I also have my limits because I would not be doing this.
Oh, Reed Timmer's been in so many storms. This is like, this is his happy place. But he also has a armored vehicle, that can withstand a little bit of, attack. He's been doing.
I was
Look at all
getting
that
ready to
debris in
ask
the
that.
road. Look at all that debris.
This is going to be the calm before the actual storm, right?
Okay, not the time.
I'm just saying.
Is this the calmness before the storm that he was talking about?
Well, no,
Because
this is the eye of the storm. This is literally the eye of the hurricane.
Yeah, we should be here.
This is where the water starts pouring in. This is where the flooding starts pouring in.
Because what happens is the winds actually shift direction at this point. And so they've had wind coming one way for many hours. And now the winds are going to completely shift after the other side of the eye comes in and start pulling from the other side. And that's what makes it so dangerous. The eye of the storm will be calm. The wind will go all around you, and then boom, all of a sudden the winds will pick back up and things will just start flying. This is how it is every hurricane. But to basically be a high category 4, a low Cat 5, this is something that,
Well,
you know,
he's the
most people will
person.
never
He's the
see in
first
their
person.
lifetime.
He's the first person that I've heard say Category 5, besides you guys. You know, besides you and Dwayne, that knew that it was going to be a Category 5.
Well, that's because,
Watch
you know,
it.
he's
Watch
been
it.
doing this
Watch
for a
the trees.
long time, and he's got the
Watch
radar
the
with
tree
him.
line.
Ooh,
Star, watch that tree line. Watch that tree line. You can see the trees are now coming back towards us. So what happens
Yep.
is when that
Look,
wind
here's where
spins,
the wind is shifting. Yep.
and this is where you're gonna see a shit ton of water flip because everyone thinks they get the most water during the first spin. No, when that hurricane flips and goes to a counterclockwise position, that's when the water gets sucked up in the air and shit gets flooded.
Yep.
Okay, Dwayne, lower your voice a little bit. I've got headphones on. I can hear you through my vent.
Like, it's wild right now. This is absolutely crazy. You know, and this is only going to get worse. Unfortunately. Oh, look at that.
Bro!
Look out! Hold on! Biggest one yet! Debris, tree getting shredded.
That tree's coming down. That tree's coming down, bro. That tree's fucking coming, dude.
That tree looks like it's...
That tree's
tree
gonna get
looks like it's already down.
Right? It looks
Bro,
like
that
it's snapped
building's
in
on fire.
half.
That building's on fire. Look at the back.
Dwayne, good.
Look at the fucking back. Whoa. That fucking
No,
top of the
that thing's
building's
on
on fucking fire.
That don't
No,
look
it's
on
not.
fire, just like
That's
there's
just
lights.
that's just the mist.
Bro, I got so excited. Bro, this is one thing I love about watching live hurricanes, bro, is and I'm gonna say this is bad for me to say this, is I learned so much from the damage done.
Yep. How many years
Bro.
have we dealt with this afterwards, dealt with the aftermath, you know, sent people out to dispatch. And if anybody is looking to help or volunteer afterwards in the cleanup or help donate to those affected by Hurricane Laura, you can go to either Disaster Response Team 2020 on Zello, or you can go to freedomrevolutionnetwork.com and go to the donate tab, and you can donate there for all the victims of Hurricane Laura. We will make sure that this goes to organizations down in Texas that are actually, hold on. Stop. That will actually go to organizations in Texas that will make sure that the recovery efforts where they actually get the money. Places like FEMA, Red Cross, you know, nobody ever gets the money. They don't get fed well. So we know a few more organizations and local churches that we can directly donate to make a difference in these people's lives right now. So again, you can go to freedomrevolutionnetwork.com/donate and put in the tribute hashtag Hurricane Laura, and as well as go to Disaster Response Team 2020 on Zello. So Zello.com/Disaster Response 2020 and help volunteer for the recovery efforts of Hurricane Laura.
Or if you cannot find that channel,
almost there.
Hold on. Or if you cannot contact that channel and you want to help, call me at 330-353-8527 and I'll get you intermediately tied into the channel and the page for the FRN as my Google Voice number. Do not be afraid to text it, call it, to let us know you want to help.
How are them telephone poles still standing?
Well, because those are the big metal ones. Those aren't like the actual cool ones.
Them are wooden. I can tell from the texture. I can tell just by looking at it. That's wood.
No, that's not wood. That looks like metal.
That's wood. The metal would be shining as hell.
I want to know what thing is in the middle of the road.
Yeah, what is that?
I would want to know what that thing is in the middle of the road. I've been waiting for that.
That looks like a big ass boulder.
Like a cinder block or.
It's not a boulder.
I've been waiting for that to.
Huh?
I've been waiting for that.
Yeah, that hasn't moved at all.
No, not yet.
Yeah, they
Bro,
have
he is
metal.
mind
They have
you.
metal telephone poles and metal electrical poles. Have you never seen a high tension wire, Rob? High
Hey,
tension
he's
wires
by the,
are
there
made
it
out of
is.
metal.
Holy shit.
He's coming out of that
Look at
eye. There he is. That eye's getting ready to close because you can tell it's still calm.
Oh, just look at it.
Here comes the second part.
Just look at it.
Lord
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Bro,
I mean,
you know
this
what?
is going
The
to
song
be intense.
you know what? And here's the
Let's
thing.
try
A
to
song
see if
comes to
we can
mind.
get. Go ahead, Dwayne.
A song comes to mind in this because, and it's really relevant. I'll
A
praise you in this
song.
storm. I'll praise you in this storm.
Oh, right. I was like, a song. I'm like, what kind of song comes to mind during total devastation and destruction?
Oh, that tree
Ooh.
fell. That whole
Yeah,
tree just fell.
the debris impacts.
No, it didn't.
Oh, did we lose the
Debris impact
power
right now.
line? Is that what's across of it? Is that
Power
why they
line
won't
just
like
went
move
down.
forward?
Power line just went down. Reed Timmer,
This
get
is on
out
the
of there.
inside of the eye. You've got little curls, little areas of rotation on the inside called mesovortices. And those are tornado-like vortices that are spinning around the inside of the eye. And that's another thing that we're trying to capture with the subsonic sensor and the microbarometer inside are those pressure perturbations.
Yeah.
Bro, we got
That's the cool
34
thing about, hold on. That's the cool thing about Reed Timmer is that he actually goes out in these storms and he just doesn't go to be a spectator. He goes to actually get the scientific data. So they deploy, certain, scientific measurement tools so that they can get a better idea of what's actually happening in a hurricane. Besides just the hurricane hunters dropping drop zones into the middle of the eye. You're actually getting
there's
on the
a
ground
rain
measurements.
There's a rain warp tornado right now in Bell City, near Bell City, Louisiana.
Okay. There's been tornadoes all day in Louisiana.
This one's a rain warped one, like that water spout you were talking about.
Yeah, the rain-wrapped ones are usually the most dangerous. There's also a flash flood warning at 2:03 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 2 and 4 inches of rain have fallen. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Flooding of small creeks, streams, urban areas, highways, streets, underpasses, as well as other drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Lake Charles, Port Arthur, Sulphur, Orange, Bridge City, Cameron, Westlake, West Orange, Welsh, Vinton, Iowa, Lake Arthur, Grand Lake, Lacassine National Wildlife Refuge, Lake Charles Regional Airport, Hayes, Grand Chenier, Moss Bluff, Rockefeller Wildlife Range, and Klondike. What? Additional rainfall amounts of 3 to 4 inches are possible in the warned area.
Bro, look at this shit.
I can't see. Hold on. I was reading that. Oh, you think it's an instrument box? Yeah, that could be MGTOW. Good
Bro,
point.
by the way, we just dropped millibars on my app.
How many? What are we at?
930 millibars.
Thinking about going.
Bruh, it's a Cat 5. Bruh, it's a Cat 5.
Here pretty soon.
Trust and believe that shit. You heard it here first on the Freedom Revolution Network News, special coverage of Hurricane Laura. You heard it from me, Scarlet Anonymous first, Cat 5. And what did I say? Didn't I say we go down to 930 millibars?
We just hit. So let me explain this. The lower the millibars, the intense the pressure of the storm. The intense the pressure of the storm, more water, more destruction, more loss of life, more loss of structures. So when a hurricane starts, we normally start at about 1,250 millibars, and as it builds, we drop. Irma didn't even drop to 930. Irma sat at 965 when she made landfall.
Yep.
We're at 900. What the fuck? Dude, that sign's going to come Oh my God, that bitch is moving.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful about signs.
Yeah, I know.
Signs are like the biggest thing you got to worry about, to be honest, because like that debris usually breaks first because they don't take care of signs in neighborhoods. You know. Welcome back,
I'm
TLO.
bringing TLO on. Screw that. I'm getting his ass on here.
Smell trees, shredded trees. You can smell debris
Where's that
outside
mate?
from it. Hey, Mike!
Breaking: Laura attacking life-threatening winds, extreme wind warning until 3 a.m. with the cities of Lake Charles, Orange, and Sulphur. And they're saying,
Wait,
has it lost any
did you
strength?
say
And it's like, I
sulfur?
don't think it has.
Did you say sulfur? Oh, listen to that wind's just smacking up against his car. Guys, if this wasn't for the fact
I'm
that he can
believing
mount
that
his
if we
car
just went
down,
down that far.
that's what my app just said. It dropped from
And I
941
trust
to
it.
930.
Yeah, I trust
don't
your
know.
app because they're going to tell you. But like I said, the Weather Channel and the National Weather Service is always going to hold back on that information until later and then confirm that that's what actually occurred. That's
Well,
just
and
the
I
way
know
it
one
works.
thing: the National Hurricane Center is not going to say it
Welcome
dropped
in. Welcome in, Tilo.
She loves seeing with us. What is up, my man? I think he's having internet issues.
Boo. You are welcome, Rob. Thanks for being here and listening to us here on the Freedom Revolution Network. You know, we have lots of other shows here, and we don't just do hurricane or special news coverage. We have all types of shows with many different topics across the board, many different hosts, as well as we're always looking for new hosts to start their own programs here. We do all the training. Everybody pitches in a little bit of money every month to keep the network going. So if you're interested in that as well, you can go to freedomrevolutionnetwork.com. There's a drop-down menu that is Become a Host. We can put you through the process once you put it in application. Welcome, Tilo.
Hold on, he's having issues.
Well, thank you.
TLO,
We've done
hear
this
me?
for a little while, Rob. Dwayne and I in particular have followed hurricanes. I've followed hurricanes for the last 5 years, but the last 4 years, Dwayne and I have dispatched and worked in hurricanes, particularly in this area of Texas, multiple times. So we are quite familiar.
I was in this area
3 years ago. We're quite
Just let you
familiar
all
with
know
it,
that I was looking at places that this is like being watched live besides the one that we're on. KATC TV3 is trying to go live, but get this, 3 of their Doppler radars are down and they can't cover it all.
What?
What?
Yep, I just got on. I was just on. I'm just following K3 whatever something TV, and they were trying to get. They're only following what they can because 3 of their Dopplers, 3 of their radar systems are down.
Charlie, check your messenger.
So they're only doing what they can. I mean, it's still showing the map in the eye of it, but they're having a hard time right now graphing it on when, surges and on everything because their Dopplers are down.
But thank you for staying with us, and we will be here hour by hour as we go through the next several hours through the day. From storms like this, one more thing coming on the printer. I always have to go over to the printer. One last bit of information here. What we got? Windows blown out of a furniture store in Lake Charles at 1:32 a.m. So glass blowing there. I can't believe I heard that Stephanie Abrams out there.
They know that Lake Charles is getting hit, and there's some stores in Lake Charles where the windows are getting blown out. But what they're saying all now is
blocks. I mean, look at that.
well,
Looking at right now.
well, a lot of stuff that they're getting now, the KATT TV3 is getting printed and sent to them because they can't cover it. They're doing the best they can and saying that they're going to stay every hour, every half hour, every hour, whatever, and go on what they can until some of their systems come back up.
You know, Longtooth, if it's a fake storm, I highly doubt that, because I'm going to tell you what, Dwayne and I have dealt with so many times tagging and bagging bodies that I wish these storms were a conspiracy theory or fake with how much destruction actually occurs. I mean, truly, honestly, and I don't even say that to be facetious. I mean that because it would be nice to not see so much death and destruction happen for once.
And WHTR/TV is also having problems.
Let's see if we can cover one of these stations. Do you have WHTER?
Well,
can we try to find that?
WTHR TV, I think, went back to. Hold on.
Stand by.
They're somewhere, but they're having technical difficulties. I don't think they're anywhere near what we're watching now. And the lady's just standing there saying, stand by, because there's nothing there for a few seconds. The only thing they were showing was some blowing trees. A lot of TV stations are having a hard time following this right now because everything's getting. This one girl that's reporting is like by a hotel saying that there is no power. But
we can hear it.
They're showing trees.
Jefferson County Judge Stephanie, the winds here are anywhere between 60 to 80 miles per hour wind. Now we're looking at a power line. One of the transformers first, it was a loud bang. We are hearing.
Can you share that link with Dwayne to give the video kids?
Strong gusts, some random powerful gusts of wind. The only
I can try to.
Right now are the people who
know. You just gotta, hold it down and copy, and then. Yeah, that's only 80 miles an hour. I mean, what was the station called again?
Let me go back. It is WTHR/TV.
Okay, let's see if we can get that.
Bro, someone in my anxiety group just said
I'm getting it.
These tornado warning. Hold on, Mom. Someone said in my anxiety group that, Lord, these tornado warnings are driving me nuts. We are on the east side of the hurricane.
Dwayne, I'm sending you a couple links.
And then
You're
we
good.
can
I'm
send
sending
it.
them all.
And the one I'm going back
Scarlett,
to
yours
the.
is next. You're gonna have to relax.
I'm going.
That's the one your mom gave
I'm now
me.
going.
Don't tell me to relax.
TLO, what's up? TLO's
I'm
here.
going back to the TV3 to see if theirs is back up yet.
Iowa switching around just north of
Yeah,
Lake
I know. It's
Charles.
supposed to
Where
get to
you at?
145, and we're only at 80 miles an hour. Just think about how much more intense that gets.
No, Scarlett, shut up.
Also probably seeing some troubles.
I'm just agreeing with the commenter
As far
in
as
chat.
Lafayette, we gotta worry about
I don't care.
And
I
welcome
think
to
the one I'm
everybody
getting ready to
who's
send.
coming into the chat. We appreciate all of you. Thank you for watching our live coverage of Hurricane Laura here on the Free Revolution Network.
The last one that I sent Dwayne was the one that their station was down a minute ago, a few
100-mile
minutes ago,
hour
where
wind.
the reason
It
that
does seem like this is
Look at that.
still better than what they were expecting. People were prepared to, shelter in place and find an area that was very
Shelter in place, but we're gonna stand in the parking lot.
we are safe right now outside.
Yeah,
So,
TLO. We want to let
and
you
with
in.
this one coming offshore, very similar to
You're not going to
what
be
we
able
saw
to
with Hurricane
from anyone at
and a
this
storm.
point because everybody
It's
is staying.
hard to imagine what kind of waters are coming up there, even in Vermilion Bay and on the coast of Vermilion Parish. Daniel, do you have any more information on what we see with the surge around the area?
Well, I mean, we've got reports, a lot of that has been out of Lake Charles, where we just had a report that came in about 137 mile an hour wind gusts that down over towards Lake Charles. The last little bit of information that I saw, you had Cameron, where the Calgary Pass kind of sensor there that, as the wall was heading in the water, was already up about.
I mean, this isn't that impressive. I mean, they're just showing flags and they're really not moving too much. Where's the good stuff? Oh, look at the leaves that have been ripped off the tree, though. You can see some of those branches don't even have leaves anymore.
this is if this is the first one that I sent Dwayne, they're not doing that much because their systems are also going down. And then the second one that I sent Dwayne is the one that is only trying to show it from the Doppler radar, and their system keeps going in and out. The only updates that they're getting is from other weather channels, from emails, from faxes and other news stations, because all of their stuff wasn't up. I'm trying to see if it is back up. But before the dude came back on in front of the Doppler where he's at now, he was talking about hurricanes from a couple years ago, but all of their information besides on the Doppler, they're getting from other places because they have some of their equipment is down to where they can't. And they're focused around Lake Charles right now.
Okay.
And where the power and stuff, and I guess radar from Houston isn't accurate as well, because a lot of these news stations are having problems because they can't accurate.
Getting the radar over there.
Yeah, that they.
Because see, the National Weather Service in Lake Charles left earlier today, and they're their main National Weather Service forecasting office. So if you don't have that, it's really hard to then try to forecast anything, because that's where the Doppler radar is.
Yeah, and the one that we're watching now, they're not doing much. They can't do much because they just don't have it, but the new station I'm on now is, like I said, is the one that they're getting faxes and stuff. There was a comment under here that says the I is in the Lake Charles with 140 mile per hour winds, and they're saying 10 going to be flooded to the roof in the morning. Port Alter will be flooded. Lafayette, Louisiana is flooding.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, that's what,
I have a friend
because all
there.
of this,
I have a friend there with a newborn baby that's only 2 weeks old, and I don't know if she got out or not.
Lafayette is flooding, and that's the only way that the news station is getting any information. I mean, he's standing at the Doppler, but it looks like he's only going to be doing that. He's only saying like what's after going to happen and where it's heading, because they don't have anything else to go on. And he keeps on asking another
because like
guy.
I said, the closest radar is kind of shut down right now, and or in the middle of the eye of the storm. So you'd have to use a further away radar to pick up the effects. And at night, you can't use like the Himwari 8 and some of the GOES 16 satellites, because that it actually uses the daylight to make decisions. And so if you don't have that, then that takes away one of your layers of forecasting.
Well,
can I interrupt for can I interrupt for a quick second?
Hold on, Bob.
No, like this is important.
HTV.
What is it?
So I put my Facebook, my Google Voice number out there. I just got a text from somebody going like, the water is high. It's in my house. I have moved to a second-story floor. Can y'all please say a prayer for me?
Oh. Can we find out where this person is
Yeah,
at so we can?
I guess they're in the town that he was in. That water got into their house. That Ray Timmer
That could
was
be
in.
anywhere in Lake Charles.
Yeah, they're saying that it's not bad, but the water is really high outside. It's in my living room. Can y'all say a prayer for me? And her name is Jamie.
Yes, Jamie,
Okay.
we are praying for you and your family.
We are.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, the other
say a quick
news
prayer.
stations are where.
Can I? I don't know if she's still watching or not.
Go ahead.
Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we ask you right now, Lord, to protect Jamie as the water is entering her home. Lord, we ask you to cover her, protect her and her family as she is now in the second story of her house. Lord, we knew this was going to get bad, but Lord, we are asking by faith, even if it's as small as a mustard seed, that Lord, you would just protect them, you would prosper them. And Lord, you said in Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, the plans to prosper you and not to harm you, give you a hope and a future. And Lord, we ask that right now. We seek your protection, we seek your face, we seek your love and your mercy at this time. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Jamie, if you're still watching,
Amen.
if it gets worse, message me. I also just saw your video on TikTok from 2 hours ago. It's part of another reason I found it. Feel bad for this family. I can't believe it's getting this bad. It doesn't even look like there's barely any water in the ground.
Well, the news station that I was watching, Skirt, the one that I was letting you know that it's down, they're not doing anything right now. Power's out in Lafayette.
Holy shit. Yeah, and they just said that in Lake Charles, that at the hotel that they're at with the Weather Channel where Stephanie Abrams is, windows have busted out of their hotel and the curtains are flying in the air already. As well as we've got all the radars are down, like you said. The only radar they have currently is coming out of Houston, and so at the angle that they're in, they can't tell if they're in the eye anymore or not. I wonder if I was just about to
Yeah,
ask if Reed Timmer was still live.
Well, KATC TV3 just went down. Their live has ended.
Oh shit. Yeah, if we're losing news stations, you guys, this is really bad.
Bro, I'm sitting here scrolling
This
through
is really
TikTok
bad.
for updates, dude. And there's a lot of people are posting videos of water spout tornadoes, 2 to 3 tornadoes forming at a time, combining. Like, here's one that I'll try to show.
Okay.
But that if I can single my screen for a minute, Renee, I'm not trying to do this. I'm just trying to get it so I can show the video.
Yeah, make your so we can see
some
it.
of the
Yeah, no,
comments
keep it up. Keep it up, Renee. So then that way when he comes back we can see it. But show us. No, go back to you. Just you.
So
you can show us.
Hold on.
Some of the comments.
Okay, you gotta bring your brightness down though.
Yep.
And you gotta slow down and you just gotta hold it there because we can see it at first.
There it is.
Look at that. And that was way earlier today too.
Yeah, so I know my
Because
brightness
it's been
is
dark for hours.
Hold on, let me try to turn my brightness down.
Some of the comments that I've read said that there's been tornadoes.
Okay.
Hitting down everywhere. It's gonna be multiple.
Oh, okay, sweet.
He's gonna pull it up
that
on our
there's gonna be
screen.
multiple tornadoes hitting.
Oh yeah, there's been tornadoes hitting all day. Actually, I was just about to go check on weather.gov for
There it is, Scarlett.
some
There
tornadoes.
it is. I lost Scarlett.
Holy shit.
Renee, keep this up for a minute because I want Scarlett to see it when she comes back. Renee, I'm sending you another one.
And you would probably be able to see stars overhead because the eye wall, or clean eye rather, without any sort of clouds overhead and of course no rain in the eye, you just pretty much be able to see straight up into space. So what's going to be happening on today is of course it's going to be weakening as it takes
Where the fuck did Scarlett go? Renee, play that second one. Look at that one. Can you blow it up a little bit? Look at that one, Mom. Fucking water spouts, bro. Holy shit.
Well, that's like 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4,
5. Here's another one, Renee, I'm sending you. I know I keep sending you videos, but I'm just getting so many updates from TikTok. Like, it's unbelievable. That's within hours.
Well, pretty soon we're only going to have to depend on what people post because all these news stations keep getting taken out.
Here's another one, Renee. I'm getting updates from TikTok, which is unbelievable.
I'm trying to get into the comments.
Look at that, Mom.
Did you see what TLO said?
Yeah, oh shit, armored vehicles on flatbed and truck convoy. And more National Guard.
Yeah, and I can't even pronounce his name. He said,
Big
I
toe.
said, hold on a second, Dwayne.
Nope, you're good.
Dwayne, Scarlett got sent out, kicked out. She said to have you send the link on Facebook to see if she can get it that way.
Okay, tell her. Well, I don't know why she fucking got kicked out. That's beyond me.
Well, it's not like she can help it, Dwayne. We all have technical problems. That's because Tiki talks for only trying to survive.
Man, I apologize the other night. I was pissed drunk, man. Sorry to y'all. You're good, man.
Tell you to be on here with us, dude. It's not minutes.
All right, guys, I got to end the broadcast and come right back. Everybody who's watching, please join me. I'm Renee. I'm going to resend you a link. Mom, I'm going to resend you a link. Be right back, y'all.